Hello guys, let's get started right now. Okay, I think this is looking pretty good. It's gonna open up a few other things like my dwarf therapist here. And then I'll kind of talk a little bit about what happened in the last time I streamed this game, because a lot of things have kind of changed, I guess. But either way, we'll get started here in a minute. So let me kind of open things up. Okay, good. So I'll kind of go over what happened in the previous streams. I've streamed the same fort about 2 times already, so this is the third stream I've done with the same kind of fort here in the desert. A lot of things have changed since the first time. In the first stream I did, mostly we just got the basic setup done. We started building some basic industry of the fort, and we got a lot of basic little industries built. But beyond that, we didn't really do a lot. Pretty early on, we had a siege from a necromancer and some undead. So that kind of bottled the dwarves in for a long time. In the beginning of the second stream I did, the last stream I did, we killed the remaining undead. The necromancer had run away long before then, but he left a few undead just hanging around that just wouldn't leave. So we killed both of those, which was great. We got them both killed with a drawbridge. And that kind of dealt with the problem there a little bit. After that, we mostly just were focusing on building. We had a lot of Forgotten Beasts show up, and for a long time we were stuck with like maybe 7 or 8 dwarves, because we didn't really get any immigrants. We didn't really get much people come in. So we were stuck with a very small number of dwarves for a long time. I think finally, at the very end of the last stream I did, we had a big migration wave. So we can take a look here at how many dwarves there are. We got a lot of dead, including a Forgotten Beast dead. A lot of these guys we should see if we can collect as well, especially this Forgotten Beast. We might be able to get some of his body parts or something. I don't really know if he has any body parts, but that would be pretty good. We have 43 citizens right now. Now, a lot of them are children, so these guys are all kind of useless. But beyond that, we do have a lot of good citizens here. A lot of farmers, which is not great. A lot of fisher dwarves, which again, not amazing. But at least we have a lot of people in the fort now, so we can at least do some stuff. We have a few things I was building. I'm building this kind of spiral way. Here, let me change the size of my mouse so everybody can kind of see what I'm pointing at, what I'm doing. Let me open that up. We'll do that very quickly because otherwise it's hard to see what I'm actually pointing at if my mouse is so small, to be honest. I think that's kind of bigger. I can make it like a white mouse instead, so it's kind of easier to see. Yeah, that's kind of good. I don't want to be too big because it's going to be annoying. But there, now that's kind of easy to see. So you can see this kind of spiral entranceway. This is a kind of entranceway I like to do a lot. I'll open this up later. We'll turn this into a big kind of trap hallway. We have a kind of a pit here as well, if you can see. Let me zoom in. Right here, we have a little bit of a pit. So we'll put some traps along this thin corridor. You can see the pit actually goes down quite a bit. It's not finished yet. But this is a kind of dodge trap. So what happens is you'll put a few traps along this thin walkway. And usually you put very easy traps that enemies can dodge. For example, goblins will be able to dodge it, or whatever enemy. So they'll come in, they'll dodge the trap. And then when they dodge, they will fall into the pit, hopefully, and either die or at least be weak enough that we can come just kill them very easily. So this trap hallway, they'll come around, we'll fill this with traps. In the end, we'll have a bunch of traps as well. A few other things. What else is going on here? I have another hallway here, which we're going to open up. This is going to be our new main entrance, I think. And then we can have this one as like our side entrance as well as our depot entrance. So I think I'm going to leave the depot open. We'll leave this open for the fishermen and the trade depot. And this will be the kind of main entrance to the fort. Later, I think I'm going to seal up this bridge here. Once this bridge is built, I'm going to seal up this one, and we'll leave this as like a secondary entrance if we need it for like an emergency or something. And then I guess this is like our third siege entrance, so they can come through here and kind of enjoy that. Either way, guys, let's continue on. Let's take a look throughout the fort a little bit more. I'll kind of go over the different levels of the fort that I have built already. So we have, this is our kind of main food production area so far. I have a small little dining hall right here, just a very simple one. They can get started with a kitchen and a still for making beer. Okay, they're making meals. Are they making drinks? Do I have anything for drinks? Yeah, let's brew some drinks from plants. We'll set that to repeat so we can get that to keep doing it. Growing mostly plump helmets, but we do have a few other things here. What else do we have? We have some chickens here as well, and I was just setting up, in the last video I did, I was just starting to build some cloth making. So here we're going to put some cloth making as well. What do we have elsewhere? This is our glass production facility. Now, I really want to upgrade my glass production and increase it as much as possible. The problem so far has been the fact that we don't really have enough fuel. Like, we need to make a lot more fuel to run this, and right now our only real source of fuel is wood and charcoal, which is not really great. Like, charcoal is not a viable source of fuel long term, especially in the desert where we basically have no wood, we have no trees. If I look around here, there's like a couple trees around, but really nothing that we can supply like a big charcoal industry. So that's not viable, you know? So what we need to do is find another source of energy, which I don't think we have coal in this map. I've not seen any coal so far. So I don't think we have any coal available. Maybe we do somewhere, I just haven't seen it yet. Maybe deeper in the mines, I don't know. We have a lot of gold, a lot of silver, and I've been trying to dig up this gold in some of these areas here. Actually, let me set a little bit of more for this, digging this gold out. We want to collect up the gold because this will be great to increase our fort value. We can build some furniture and stuff out of gold, and that'll be quite nice. We also have access to, what else do we have here? Tetrahedrite, which I think is copper, as far as I remember. As well as we have silver. We have native silver somewhere. I think it's right here. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, this is native silver. So we have silver. We have tetrahedrite, which I think is silver and copper. I'm not really sure what it is. We have gold, and we think we have a few other things too, which is... The only problem is basically copper is our only metal for actually making weapons and stuff. Like I said, this is our main factory floor, I guess. Stone, wood, and gems, and metal, I guess. This is for all the supplies like that. Soon, actually, let's start making a few more charcoal. We'll start making some gold materials and eventually making some... Okay, we got someone making charcoal, which is good. We do need more wood. What's this one? We'll go down a little bit more. This is our main kind of dining hall, which I'm still working on, as well as the bedrooms. So when these are built, this will be quite nice. We do have to build more bedrooms now because we're way behind on maybe Cannon Spread 1. I need to get to the magma level. I was going to mention that's going to have to be my main energy source soon because we don't have any coal really. Like reliably, we don't have enough coal to fund fund any kind of industry. I don't think there's any coal on the map. Like I've not seen any coal. Sphalerite. I don't know what sphalerite is. I have to look up sometimes what exactly these minerals are. Because sometimes I forget what exactly it is. Okay, so sphalerite is zinc, which is not really great. I guess we can make brass, but again, yeah, we can make like copper, so we can make brass, I guess. Brass is fine because you can use it for making materials, but other than that, it looks cool. Like brass looks cool. But beyond that, it's not really good for anything. I mean, it's not like for military use, which sucks. We need more, like, we need basically either tin, so we can make bronze. Bronze is pretty good for any kind of military use. Or, I don't know, iron maybe. But we may be stuck with just copper weapons only. We do have silver at least, so we can make some silver warhammers, which is nice at least. But beyond that, we don't really have much for... We also have the first cavern layer. I haven't seen any other materials in the cavern. I think we have cobalt, which again is not useful. Like, yeah, cobalt is not useful at all, like for anything really. I think there's only cobalt here. That's all I've seen. Maybe deeper down we will find some better materials. I'm going to start building a deeper shaft, I think, in a minute. Okay, these guys are exploring. You know, let's also set up some tree cutting operations so we can cut some of these trees here. So I'm going to cut a few of these trees down here in the kind of underground, and this will give us another little wood supply, which will be nice. Set a few of these to cut. Yeah, let's cut some of these ones down. This will at least give us a little bit of lumber if we cut these ones up. And it's not as great as like above ground trees because it's usually very hard to, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's undesignate that. I wanted to cut wood. That's what I want to do. Okay, there we go. Let's cut all this wood. There we go, that's good. We'll get a woodcutter down there to cut some things up. Trade goods for iron. Yeah, that might be the best idea if we need military metal. I mean, there's always if we go deep enough, we'll find some kind of metal that's useful, but I don't want to go that deep yet. Like, I'm not really equipped to deal with the fun house, you know? Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start mining deeper. So what we're going to do, we're going to go one level deeper from here. Here's our stairway. Go a few levels deeper, and then we'll start a new shaft for going to the next level of the cavern. I always like to, when I'm just exploring, kind of like do an exploratory dig, I always like to dig a secondary shaft. That way I can kind of segment it off from the main fort if I need to. Because you sometimes end up in a very awkward position. So digging something like this, and then you can reattach it later with a new shaft is a little bit better. Okay, so let's dig down. We're going to go down maybe to level 60 for now. There, let's do 59. That'll be good. So that'll dig us a nice shaft down. We can maybe find the level 2 cavern. And maybe in the level 2 cavern, we might find some different kinds of things here. It doesn't matter if I'm paused or not. Like, nothing's really happening. If I leave it paused the whole game, it's like nothing's going to get done. So it's okay. Let's start assigning some bedrooms for the time being. There. I mentioned I'm being very generous with my dwarves here because they all have a 2x2 bedroom, which is really luxurious, I think, when it comes to Dwarf Fortress. Like, they're lucky they're not just getting a 1x2 bedroom, to be honest. Like, that's more reasonable, but I'm a pretty generous lord here, so they're getting 2x2 bedrooms. Okay, let's make some bedrooms here. We can assign them later. I'm just going to set these up, and I'm going to dig another set of rooms because we have a lot of dwarves here now. We have like 30-something dwarves at the moment. Yeah, 34 dwarves plus 9 others who are not dwarves. I guess visitors and stuff like that. We don't have very many skilled dwarves, though. Like, no one who's really good at anything. I think the best at the moment is one guy who is a rock crafter. He's a legendary rock crafter, and that's our best dwarf, basically. Everyone else is pretty mediocre to maybe being okay. Some of our original dwarves are quite good now at like their original jobs. Like our farmer is, I think, level 12 farming, and our miners are also quite skilled because they've just been mining continuously. Okay, so let's build a new set of rooms over here. Yeah, we'll build another line of these little bulbs. And I'll start setting these ones up. Okay, we'll set this one up here. And I'll make another line of little rooms like this. Just 2x2 like that is totally fine. Actually, that's a little bit overboard. That's 3x3. Or 3x2, which is too big. We just need 2x2 only. I know if I had like DF hack or something, I could probably just do this very quickly, but I don't know. I'm kind of like, don't bother. I don't really mind drawing things out myself like this, though. I usually don't make that complicated designs, like, because I'm doing everything by hand. I usually don't really make anything that complicated. Like, I think my dining hall over here is probably the most complicated design I tend to make. Sometimes I make something more complicated, but we're making like a 2-level dining hall like this. I do need to still finish off the overhang area which is going to be difficult. So maybe what we should do... because I don't know how to cut this. They're not going to really cut this properly. Let's maybe change this a little bit. I think the issue for the moment is that they're not really mining it. So let's remove designation. Okay, so we'll wait. We'll wait till they kind of work on this one. I don't know how long it'll take for them to actually start working on this. I probably should have dug this part first. That way they could go through it a little bit. Okay, let's remove this designation, and then hopefully they'll be able to channel around here bit by bit. Because I think I made a mistake. I should have done this channeling first, but I didn't. So now we're stuck with this odd sort of design here where they're probably not going to be able to channel it properly. So I'm going to try this out, see if this can make it a little bit easier. We'll hopefully avoid anything falling down on the dwarves' heads. Okay, we'll see if we can make that work. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to go fix it another way. Let's finish up these rooms, and we'll fill these rooms up with more people. Better get 200 bedrooms ASAP before the dwarves start to sleep in the dirt. We do have a dormitory, but it's pretty small. We do have to start building a lot more bedrooms because we are going to get more immigrants soon. We just got a big wave of immigrants in the last video I did. So soon we got to get way more bedrooms. I'm going to start building a lot more in advance right here. It'll take some time to kind of plan these out. I'm just going to build a few rows of these kind of rooms. Oh, actually, you know what? I kind of did this wrong. Let's do it symmetrical at least. This is not symmetrical at all. Okay, let's dig there. There we go. This is what I want to do. I want them to kind of be mirrored a little bit. All right, there we go. Now, I know this side has way more than the other, but we can kind of compensate for that by adding a few more to the other side in a minute. So how many bulbs does this have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. This one has what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's build like 2 more. (10) and 11. That way they can be even length. Okay, that's fine. That's perfect. We'll build another row of these right above. That'll be pretty good. I always build bedrooms once, then forget about them until population has gotten out of hand. Yeah, I tend to do that. I try to keep up with the rooms, but sometimes I forget, and then suddenly you have a ton of dwarves that are just pissed off at you because you forgot to build bedrooms for like a whole year or something like that while you've been getting tons and tons of immigrants. Okay, let's work on the new bedrooms here. I'll build like a few rows here, and then we can fill them with beds. We need to keep our carpenter working on more and more beds basically as well. Our stonemason working on little cabinets, which will be great. Yeah, throw a few of these down. This will be pretty good. This is more than enough rooms, I think. We have about 20. This will be about 30. I think we have 40 dwarves right now, a little bit more than 30. So I'm going to build another row the same as this. And then that should be more than enough for all the dwarves right now. And we can build more bedrooms as time goes on. So this will be about 22 rooms. That's for most of the dwarves. That should fit most of them. This game has a macro that remembers input. I think that's for Dwarf DF hack only that has that, right? I don't think the base game does that, at least as far as I know. I mean, I've been playing this game for a long time. There's also a lot of things that I'm not really sure about, you know? Mostly because I have a particular kind of lazy play style that I just do, and I kind of forget sometimes that you can do things differently, you know? Well, I'm just going to quickly do this. I don't mind doing this for a little while. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. Like, basically, the game's paused anyways. I kind of find it a little bit zen when you're building bedrooms, you know? Just going through the same kind of little motion to build up a bunch of bedrooms. We'll get all of this finished, and then that'll be perfect. There, we got our own. Every dwarf's gonna have his own little pod. You know, they're gonna eat the, no, not eat the pod. Live in the pod, eat the mushrooms, and they're all gonna be happy with themselves. There's no coinage anymore in Dwarf Fortress, and there's probably never gonna be coinage coming back. I don't know. I really wish they would, but I guess that's not gonna happen, you know? Okay, there we go. Perfect. There, that's more than enough bedrooms. Once these are done, that'll make all the dwarves pretty happy. Now, assigning bedrooms, I don't know if I really need to. I mean, the dwarves will kind of just come claim a bedroom anyways. I guess I could assign them so they all know where to go. But often dwarves will just, when the bedroom's built, they'll come just claim it. And since all these bedrooms are the exact same, there's not really any difference to them, honestly. Like, not really a big deal. So let's go back to the factory floor and start making new beds as well as some new cabinets. So Mason's Workshop, let's make some cabinets here. A bunch of cabinets will be great. Rock mechanisms, okay, good. Rock crafts, that's fine. And what are you making? Carpenter, let's make some more beds. Need a lot of beds. Just put repeat until we run out of wood. You can keep making beds for a while. That'd be great. Okay, good, good, pretty good. Let me know if the sound is too much. I see my sound is pretty high. I'm actually going to lower it down a little bit because I see it's getting really overboard, the sound here. So let me actually lower my sound output a little bit. Maybe my microphone is too close, but otherwise it's hard to know if it hears me or not. Because sometimes I listen to my videos afterwards and I notice my sound is like really, really high and it's not great, you know? Okay, let's resume. Sorry, let's unpause. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. I think that'll be all right to deal with these things. Dwarven child is found dead, dehydrated. Oh, well, you know, oh well, too bad. Why are they dehydrating? Do we have enough alcohol? I thought we do. Horrified. Why is he horrified? Is it because the ghosts still? Do I still have, like, ghosts around? Do we really still have a ghost? I thought I finished these ones. My memorials. I thought I finished these. Oh, this slab. Oops, let's actually remove the slab. This slab doesn't have a memorial for anybody, so that's a problem. Okay, so yeah, so one dwarf still has not been memorialized. That's why he's pissy. He's really angry about that. And he's scaring all the child dwarves where they can't do anything, basically. Okay, let's keep mining this gold. More gold is always good. Now, did I set this as a drinking location? Let's see, I think I did, right? This is water source and fishing. Yeah, that's right. Okay, as well, we're going to build a new bridge. We're going to put a bridge right here. We're going to wall off this area and have it be kind of like an internal garden of sorts. So we can do some above ground farming, but still be fairly secure. Let's put a bridge here. That'll be good. And we can make a small little moat in front. That would be quite nice as well. So let's use some knees. Actually, let's use microsilane. I love the bright kind of neon blue design of that. And what else I'm going to do? I'm going to also dig a pit, I think. So let's dig a channel down here. And we'll dig a pit right in front of this wall. That'll hopefully make it harder to do anything. Okay, great. So we're just at the right length. Perfect. Okay. So let's make a pit right here in front of this bridge. And we can fill it with water maybe later. Maybe we can even connect up the river to that as well. Dwarves only clean bedroom after you set it as a bedroom zone. They won't get happy thought. If not, they won't get happy thought of owning it. I did set it as a bedroom zone. Yeah, I set all the bedrooms as bedroom zones already. I think maybe some of them not yet, because some of them were not built. Yeah, some of these are already set as bedrooms. A few of them are not yet, because I didn't set it yet, or they weren't built at the time. Yeah, so let's finish up all of these. Some of these I didn't finish yet. Yeah, these bedrooms are all identical. Like, they're all the exact same, so there's not really a big reason to assign them unless you really want to. I don't care that much about assigning it. The reason I would probably assign bedrooms, like if I really want to make sure they all have a room, that's fine. But otherwise, it's more if I have a specific bedroom that I want someone to use and not like anyone else, then I might worry more about assigning the rooms. But let's leave these ones. Someone can come claim them. Okay, these ones already assigned, or these ones have been taken by an owner already. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Do we have any more beds? We have a few beds available. Let's throw one down here, and we'll throw some down when we have more time for anything else. Looks like we can actually cut this saguaro, so I wonder if we should cut more of the saguaro cacti to get some wood. We do also need a bridge across the river to be able to access this other side of the map, but I think instead of building a bridge, I might just build a tunnel underground and do that. Let's also fix my channel. I forgot that I do need to have a channel under the bridge first. Maybe I will have to delete the bridge then, so that way they can build the channel first. So let's cancel this bridge, remove building, there. And I'll work on the channel first before we actually do anything. And then afterwards they can build the bridge over top of the channel, which will be perfect. Because otherwise I'm going to have this awkward little land bridge here, which defeats the purpose of having a channel in the first place. Okay, good. Yeah, that'll be great. We'll fill it with water or something. That'll hopefully help our defense situation a little bit more. And let's go work on our memorial slab. So we should have our stonemason or someone. I'm not sure who can engrave slab. I think that's something you do here. Engrave memorial slab. Here it is. Alt-S. Oh. There we go. No slabs engraved. I think Reg is the one, right? Yeah, he's a ghost, so let's engrave his memorial. Do it right now. Oh, I just removed a slab. Where'd it go? So we'll have to make a slab, I guess, again. I think they just removed the slab, so it might take them a little while for them to bring it down. We'll have to wait a little bit. I do hope we'll hit the second cavern layer fairly soon. That'll be quite nice. Okay, we'll mine this area as well. That way they can actually connect up to this part. There we go, that's good. That way hopefully we can clear up this whole area, which I want to turn into a kind of a open area, you know, like an open rooftop for this big hallway. That'll be quite nice. Also set a new meeting zone. I'm going to turn this into a meeting zone pretty soon. What's wrong with this spot? Why are they not mining here? I don't know what my miners are doing. They're all doing other stuff. There's so much work to be done. Seems they're all quite busy at the moment. Okay, let's make this a bedroom as well. That'll be good. Yeah, I will set a new meeting room in a minute, so that way we can have a new place. That way they won't gather up in this room too much. They will hopefully stand down there, and that'll be a lot easier to manage, I think. Okay, not too much else. Let's keep making beds, I guess. That'd be a good idea. We don't have too much wood available. But I saw they just cut some wood, so maybe they'll be able to take that and use it. So let's make some more beds in the meantime. We need a lot of beds anyways. Our inventory is full of beds and barrels and stuff like that. We also need more food too, because we have a lot of dwarves now. I think we do have enough food, to be honest, though. Just need to keep making more alcohol, brew drinks. Whenever we can, try to make as much as possible. Okay, I think sand's been collected. Let's get these guys to start working on more glass here. Let's make some green glass. And I'm going to have them keep making some green glass different things here. You know what? Let's make some goblets. That'll be nice for now. Let's get them to repeat that for a little while. We can make some green glass goblets for everyone. That'll be quite nice. Though I wonder if rock goblets would be better, because my rock crafter is like a expert, or he's like a legendary rock crafter. So maybe having him make goblets would be the best option. I think, you know what, I'm just going to make some green glass blocks for now. Let's just make some blocks. Let's see. Hatch cover. Actually, you know what, I do probably need some balls and spikes and things like this. So actually, you know, let's do this. This will be good. Spiked green glass ball, green glass disc, green glass spike. Make these kind of weapon trap things, because this will be nice for us. Okay, there we go. That's good. Okay, so just waiting for things to get done. Who is this guy? Is this someone? I think this is that dwarf, or one of the, yeah, one of these people who came to fight in the fort and got owned, basically. Oh my god, these guys, all these guys are like haunting us right now. All these stupid people who came to go fight in the fort. And of course they get fucking killed, but now they're like haunting the fort now. It's so annoying. Hate these fucking ghosts. We had, how many ghosts do we have? We have 2 ghosts right now. Jeez. Ridiculous, honestly. Let's also cancel some of these cabinets. Let's make some more slabs. We do need a few more slabs available. So Alt-S. We're going to probably need a lot of slabs, to be honest. Let's put repeat for that. We do have a slab available, so let's actually carve a slab. Actually, cancel. We're going to get this guy, because this guy's been waiting forever for his slab to be done. He's been complaining as a ghost, Reg Mosmas. So we'll get his slab done. And hopefully avoid everyone getting spooked constantly, which is so annoying. Okay, this pit getting done, that's pretty good. We'll see if we can build a path to the river. That'll be quite nice. I would like to have a pathway to the river to fill up this pit. Maybe we'll build it 1 level deeper. That will be quite nice as well. So let's actually build it a little bit deeper. Yeah, 1 level deeper like this. That'll be pretty good. And I'll cancel one of these plots. That way we can have a little area we can actually get out of the pit. There. So they'll have at least 1 ramp they can climb out of the pit if need be. Yeah. We'll leave a little bit like right here. There. That way they can actually still get out if they need to. Cancels drink. Dangerous terrain. What's the dangerous terrain? Is it this pit that I'm building here? Oh, it is the pit. Oh. That's a big problem. So let's start working on the bridge in the meantime. One to get used to with the classic interface. I only play the Steam Kiddies version because my autismal brain goes burr. I just been playing this one for a long time, so I find the Steam version to be really hard to play because I don't know how to use it, to be honest, and I just don't want to learn. That's my kind of approach. I don't want to learn how to do it, and and I won't learn how to do it, basically. Okay, let's enter there. Now, I think I made a mistake. Because now I don't know if I'll be able to build this bridge. And now they're all going to be stuck. Unable to get out. Uh-oh. Yeah. Big problem here. Oops. Okay, you know what we can do? We can open up our rear entranceway. So they have a secondary way to get out. So we'll do that. In the meantime, let's mine this out. This is our siege entrance. So we'll open that up, and then we'll seal it with the bridge. Because the bridge is already built, we can seal it, and we can open it up only if we get a siege come in. That'll be good. Diggs channel unconscious. Oh my god. What are you guys doing? I think I may have fucked up a little bit. Digging this channel is maybe a mistake. Someone needs to come dig this wall so we can get everybody out. I hope people don't start dying because they have to go a few minutes without any water, basically, which is a little bit of a problem. Okay, so the pit is dug. We do have a little pit here. So people can get out of the pit. But they can't do much else. Okay, so yeah, we got this way open. That's fine. That's great. Now the way is open, so they can get in and out of the fort a little bit. We'll make this passage set as internal, permit passage. That's fine. So they can use it for now to go in and out of the fort if they need to. Okay, so not too bad. Not too bad. That kind of works out. That'll be okay. And like I said, we're going to see if we can fill this with water maybe later. We'll see if we can direct some of the river into this pit. But even just having a little pit like that is pretty good. That'll hopefully make it harder to siege, you know? Alright, that's pretty good. Otherwise, not much else. Let's continue on then. Oh my god, these dwarves are like big crybabies. Like, just because you died, like, what's the big deal, to be honest? This complain and haunt my fortress, like, why don't you guys fuck off? Like, nobody wants to hear you haunting, you know? Okay, we'll see if we can make some memorials. You know what? We have some animals here. I think the last group of dwarves brought a bunch of animals, so we're going to actually slaughter some of these animals because I don't really want to deal with them. There. Let's go to our animals, and we're going to slaughter all of these that are not doing anything. So, camel, we're going to slaughter it. Donkey, slaughter it. These ones are pets, so we're not going to do those. Reindeer, bull, yep. A poult, baby alpaca, yep. A horse, yep. Donkey, reindeer, and mule. Yeah, all these are going to go. We're going to keep the duck, though. We'll keep any kind of, like, birds. I like having birds here. I'm new to this channel. Are you actually Irish descended? Your features don't look very Celtic. Look for a Spanish guy. Well, you know, my mom is French Canadian, and then my dad is Irish. So, kind of. But I never claimed to be, like, super Irish. My channel is, like, Gaelic, right? The guy I have on the picture is, like, a stereotypical Gaul. So I guess that kind of makes sense. Plus, I'm kind of tan. I mean, I'm not too much tan now, because I usually work indoors lately. But because where I live, it's very sunny, so I get a lot of sunlight, usually. But yeah, I am French and Irish. Okay. Let's see here. What else is getting done? Are they actually making anything here? Rock cabinet, rock slabs. Geez, we're gonna have to make a lot of slabs. We got a lot of slabs to go through here. As Swarthy's one of the founding fathers would say. Well, you know what? I don't know too much about my background. My parents have, or sorry, not my parents. My grandparents have done some genealogies, so that's mostly what I know. I've never done like a genetic test or anything, so I don't really know exactly. But yeah, most of my mom's family is eventually from France, basically. Except my great-grandfather on her side, he was from England. He married, he met my great-grandmother during World War II, because she was a Quebec nurse. She was with the Canadian military and stationed in England. He was injured, I think he was injured in Norway or something, I'm not sure. I know he was a British soldier, and I think he went to Norway, as far as I remember, because he died before I was born. So I think he went to Norway and he was injured, and that's where he met my great-grandmother because she was working as a nurse. And then basically after the war, he didn't want to live in England anymore, so he went back to Quebec with her. And then just lived in Quebec. Alright, we've got a lot of stuff going. Let's keep making some jewels too. Jewels are always nice. Okay, they're doing it. Finished goods, amethyst, cut amethyst. Cutting amethyst will be good. I kind of forget what the most valuable jewels are. I can guess by, you know, looking at the type. I kind of forget, because there's so many different gems in this game. It's hard to tell which ones are like the most valuable ones that you want to be carving. We have gold. We can make a gold gemstone. I like the amethyst though. I think the amethyst is quite good. We can keep cutting amethyst and crusting with it. Opals, I also think, are pretty good. We have a lot of opals. I think we've cut all our opals already. Do we have anything else that is like good? Some garnets? Actually, that might be nice. Let's maybe cut some garnets. Once the amethysts are all cut, we can cut some garnets. We can encrust with amethyst. That'll be pretty good. There's just so many materials. Uh-oh, beekeeper has been possessed. Oh, we have a beekeeper? What the fuck? Damn, I want to build a beekeeping setup. That's good. Where's our beekeeper? Let me check my my laborers, my dwarves here. Where's my little bee bro? Potash maker. We got a lot of random jobs here. What is this guy? Animal trainer, spearman. Okay, I don't know. He must be somewhere. He's not listed on my dwarf therapist, at least as I can see him. Is he listed here as beekeeper? Oh, he is. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Where is he? What does he want? Let's wait till he does. He might make something interesting. I'm going to see what he claims. Some migrants have arrived. More migrants. Where are they? Oh, here they are. Okay. So how many more are we going to get here? Diamond, ruby, sapphire. Well, I understand that. I know that. He took the Craftsdwarf workshop. Okay. What does he want? Needs bones. Okay, he needs bones. So we need bones then. What was someone saying? Yeah, I know those ones are valuable, but that's like obvious, right? You know? My point is, what other gems are worth cutting beyond just like the obvious ones? So usually I'm just going off of what I know in real life. Like obviously opals are pretty good. Amethyst is not bad either. I don't know. Whatever, basically. It doesn't really matter too much. Like, we have a lot of random stuff. Citrine? Maybe, I don't know. We can cut those as well later. Quartz, garnet. Let's actually get the garnets. That might be kind of nice. We'll get those. I know garnet because of, oh, mysterious construction. That's nice. That's real good. So he's making something. I hope he'll become an expert, though. That'll be quite good. Okay, we got a lot of wood here. Let's also start making. We got charcoal. Whenever this is going to get made. I don't know who's doing that. Let's go back down to our pit area, and we're going to start building some more beds, because it looks like a lot of these rooms have been finished. Let's build a few more beds here to clear out our storage area. Our storage area is getting too full of like beds and barrels and all this other shit. So let's throw some of these down. Get a lot of work for our carpenter. Having high quality beds is always great because that makes the dwarves very happy when they can sleep in them. There we go. Throw down some more beds. And as these rooms get built, we'll throw down more beds, bit by bit. Okay, what are the miners even doing right now? I have no idea. Okay, let's see. Cannot find path. Oh. Yeah, my pathway is like a mess right now because they have to go all the way around this whole area. Someone needs to work on this bridge. Like, please, someone come build this bridge. Like, who's gonna come build this? Needs architecture. So whatever our architect is doing, I'm not sure what he's doing. Doing like something. These miners have a lot of work to do. Let's start making this. I wonder if I should get another miner. I only have 2 picks though, which is the problem. So we do need to probably make another pick. Now the thing is, I do have my metalworking station set up, so that is pretty good. Let's go down a little bit. Where's our metalworker? Here we go. So what is this? Beekeepers created Gekastusen, a one-humped camel bone short sword. He claims his heirloom in the name of his family ancestor, Minkot Cave Swallows. Okay, all right. Let's take a look at that. I want to take a look at that. Where are my artifacts? Let's take a look at the announcements. Let's see. We're not gonna see artifacts again. I always forget which ones sometimes. I think it was not nobles, administrators. Jeez, I always forget, to be honest. Oh, here it is. L artifacts. There we go. Let's see. We have a lot of artifacts. What is this stuff? Okay. Are these are not things we own. These are things we know about, right? Description. Okay, I think this is in where? In possession of the Lord of the Dungeon of Authors. Okay, so this is not in our fort, right? This is in another fort. Where's the 2-humped camel bone sword? Let's take a look at this. This is a 1-humped camel bone sword, all craftsdwarfship of the highest quality. On the item is an image of Kulet Railrags, the dwarf, and Clamped Match, the giant dingo in 1-humped camel bone. Clamped Match is striking down Kulet Railrags. The artwork relates to the killing of the dwarf Kulet Railrags by the giant dingo Clamped Match in the Fuchsia Dune in 20. Okay, cool. A little bit of background lore there. I always like that. Get a few other things. What's this? Let's look at some of these other ones. I like looking at the artifacts, you know? Where is this? Copper mace, highest quality, encircled with bands of horse bone. On the image is a haircut gem in badger bone. Okay. Are these all artifacts we have in our fort? I guess these are artifacts they brought with them, right? So maybe there's some artifacts that people brought with us. My lazy mind just build gold supports to increase bedroom value. I do have a lot of gold, which is good. So I am going to be building gold stuff. Eventually, we got to keep mining out gold. Keep digging for it around here. Because it is valuable once we can start building some stuff with it. I do need more charcoal to actually get some use out of this, though. Yeah, keep digging these gold veins. All right, perfect. That's good. Gold and silver is all quite nice. We have a lot of silver. Tons of silver, actually, which is like crazy. So actually, you know what? Let's make some gold. We have gold bars. We can make some stuff out of gold. Let's make some furniture. You know what? We're gonna have a few things made of gold for now. Maybe some instruments out of gold as well. Gold furniture. What should we make? Gold cage, gold chain, gold animal trap, gold armor stand. Let's make a few things out of gold. We'll make this for our mayor. When the mayor comes up, we can have the mayor's room with a lot of gold things there. Actually, you know what? I feel that's not appropriate. I feel like we should use silver for the mayor because gold is a little bit too rich for him. But you know what? I think what we'll do, let's make gold statues. That'll be good. We'll use that for decoration. That'll be nice to decorate the fort a little bit. Make a bunch of gold statues. That'll be quite nice. Now, do we have any metal workers? I really don't think we do. Let's see. Do we have anyone with metalworking skills at all? Blacksmithing? No, we have no blacksmiths. Anyone have even like a decent blacksmithing skill? Like barely. There's one guy who's like a fish cleaner. He has some metal crafting, blacksmithing skills. I'm going to give him all the blacksmithing skills. I'm going to take away his fish cleaning. He doesn't need to be a fish cleaner anymore. He could be he's been upgraded to being a blacksmith now. He has some like above average blacksmithing skills, so that guy's going to be our new blacksmith. Okay. All right, okay. Everybody's complaining so much. Stupid ghosts crying a lot. What about these slabs? Are these slabs built yet? We haven't built any slabs yet. What is my mason doing? Okay, we engraved a slab, I think. So let's go build that slab. Well, S slab. Let's put down that slab here. Yeah, we have one slab. Okay, let's put that slab down. Geez, this little room is getting way too full. So we're going to have to move everybody down to the basement. Down to this hallway. Now the problem is, where are my miners? We have one miner doing this. Where's the other miner here? Let's take a look. So we have two miners here. Constructing rock cabinet. Oh, because he's the mason as well. That's why it's taken so long to dig anything. Oh no, wait, we have two miners here. Okay. Expedition leader is mining, and then what's this guy doing? He's mining the bedrooms. Okay, so there's just too much work at the moment. That's why it's taking them so long to finish anything, because there's a lot of work to be done, basically. Okay, he's channeling down, which is good. We'll have to see if we can finish up this whole area and let them dig this out. I want to have like a high ceiling here, basically, to kind of complete this little fort section. We'll see if we can do this. Actually, let's do something here. Let's mine right here for now. We'll do that. That's good. Yeah, I think that's the issue here, because they're not really doing much mining right now. Some of these areas they can't actually reach, so we will connect these up a little bit. Okay, these are set to channel at the moment, so we will cancel that, and we will turn that into mining. There we go. Perfect, okay. That maybe will work. I don't know if this is ever going to get finished, to be honest. We'll have to see if we can actually clean that out and get it working properly. Okay, a lot more bedrooms getting built. Let's start building some more beds. Now that we have a lot of immigrants, we have a lot of work to do. I need to see how many dwarves we have right now, because we probably have a lot. I may need more bedrooms already, to be honest, after building a ton of them. Throw down a few more beds. We're already going to be out of beds. We got to start building more, way more than we have. Basically, all our wood, I think, needs to go to beds right now. How many dwarves do we have? We have 56, so we got a big migrant wave. Pretty big migrant wave. 44 dwarves, and then, oh my god, a lot of children. Holy shit. If you guys can see my... Oh, you can see on the screen anyways, but, like, that's a lot of child dwarves that is taking up space here. We gotta get, like, a, I don't know. We gotta get, like, a place to deal with these guys. We got a clerk here. That's kind of nice. What is this guy's skills? Tulon Masodel. Let me take a look at him. Because he might be useful for something. He has some skills that could be useful. Beekeeper, architect. Okay. Siege engineer, mechanic. We have 2 mechanics here. Bookkeeper. Okay, this guy, I guess, Tulon Masodel, he's a soaper and a bookkeeper. So we can maybe make him our bookkeeper. He looks pretty good. He's got also pretty good skills in general. Good manager skills. Maybe we'll make him a manager. So let's do that. That'll be quite nice for him. We'll get some nobles there. And we can promote him to do something. So we have a broker right now. We don't have a bookkeeper, so let's promote that guy to be our bookkeeper. Tulon Masodel. There we go. Now, what does he need? He needs an office. We need that, too. We don't have anyone who's relevant to being a manager yet or a sheriff. Militia commander. We can make a militia commander later. Let's get this guy an office. We'll build him a little office area. Oh, we got a mayor, finally. Who was elected mayor? Who is this guy? Stakud, some peasant. What's his skill? Just because he's, like, kind of charismatic. That's how the mayor elections work. It's just if they're, like, charismatic or something, they usually end up getting elected. So, who's that guy? Let's go find that guy. Okay, let's see. We'll see if I can get my mayor listed on here. Tulon Masodel, Dumat Solarist. And Stakud Bakr. Oh yeah, he's got really great social skills. That's definitely why he became the mayor. He's pretty good at, like, everything social. Alright, whatever, that's fine. That's good then. Good for him. Alright, so let's, we gotta make him a bedroom now then. So if he's the mayor, he's gonna need a bedroom first. What does he need, I think? Yeah, he needs office, he needs quarters, dining room, and a bunch of other stuff. So we got to build the mayor's office soon. So we'll build that a little bit away from the bedrooms area. Right here, we'll stick in the mayor's room, kind of on the other side of these bedrooms here. And we'll make the mayor's room fairly nice. Make it not too big, but, like, pretty good. So he needs a dining room and a quarters, I believe. Right? Let's see. He needs, yeah, office, quarters, and dining room. Okay, so office, quarters, dining room. We'll also make the clerk's office here as well. That'll be quite good. I'll make his room fairly big. I mean, he's the mayor anyways, so he should have a nice room. Though if he loses an election, we're going to take away his room. You could really see the class divide in my fort here. Okay, so let's divide this up. We'll have a dining room first. An office and a bedroom, okay. He'll have his own little private dining hall. That'll be quite good. And bedroom will also be quite big. There we go. That's pretty nice. I think that's a good room for him. Nice. We can kind of design it a little bit more. Let's round off the corners a little bit so it looks less squared. There we go. I kind of like that. That already looks a little bit better. Kind of rounding out the corners. That's a quick fix to make any room in Dwarf Fortress look a little bit nicer. Just try to round out the corners a little bit. There we go. That already looks a little bit better. So that'd be pretty good. I think also we'll put a pillar in his dining room. Maybe 2 pillars right here will be quite nice. That's pretty good. We'll put the dining hall right in the middle, and this will be a very nice dining hall. We can even engrave it. We do have an engraver who's not doing much right now, but that'll be good for them to do. You know what? Actually, we should train up our engraver. So what I'm going to do is have them start smoothing the floors. Let's have them smooth the floors in this big hallway here. That'll hopefully train our engraver up and give them some work to do. So that'll be something nice. I want my engraver to be fairly skilled, so that's an easy way to train engraving, is just get them to smooth all the floors out, or do some engravings in areas that are less important, you know? But smoothing floors is a good way to train engraving anyway, so that's also quite nice. What else am I doing? Let's see here. This bridge is not getting done. I don't know when that bridge is going to get done, to be honest. Who's building slabs? Anyone making slabs right now? I'm really low on slabs. Okay. Let's keep making memorial slabs or engraved memorial slabs. Alt S. No slabs engraved. Okay, let's make one for that guy. Anything else? Who else doesn't have? Oh my god, we have so many ghosts. Everybody has a ghost. Jesus Christ. All these guys have ghosts. Oh boy. Yeah, everyone has a ghost right now. Like, that's crazy. I'm pretty sure this guy has a slab already, though. Reg? Isn't this Reg slab here? I don't know, to be honest. I guess this one was not removed. So, okay, whatever. That slab was not carved, apparently. I don't know why I keep doing that. Okay, let's continue on. Let's go back down. Make sure things are getting done. This pit is not being dug. That's going to be another issue. If that can be done soon, I'd really appreciate that. Okay, okay, looks like the fort was walled off. We accidentally walled off this area. Let's open this back up again. I do want this to be open. Okay, let's remove the construction. What is that? Remove construction, there we go. So let's remove this wall here. This wall, we can open it up so I can actually get some people back down into the cave here, which will be at least useful for us. We can collect some of this stuff in the cave, which is all useful. I would like to get the bones of this forgotten beast. We have a forgotten beast here that died. So if I can get his bones, that might be quite nice. Okay, gonna take a long time for anything here to get built. Do we have any beds left? We don't have any beds, unfortunately, but we can start making some bedrooms here. In these rooms that have not been finished yet. We'll throw in some cabinets as well. I think a lot of cabinets have been built. It seems like my mason has been working on cabinets pretty consistently. So once those are done, that'll be also quite good. Cabinets are great because they prevent the dwarves from just throwing stuff everywhere, throwing garbage everywhere. If you don't give them a storage kind of thing, like a cabinet, they will just throw like garbage all over the place, you know? So then it makes the fort look really ugly. And it makes them have a bad mood too. Like they throw garbage and they get mad that their area is like looking disgusting. Okay, let's start turning these into things. Bedrooms, make all these bedrooms. There we go. Excellent, excellent. Okay, good. There we go. Perfect. So that will be great for that. Let's start building some of the cabinets as well in some of these rooms that don't have them. How many do we have? We have a few cabinets, not really that many. But at least we can put them in the rooms to get them out of storage. Okay, there we go. That's good. Now I think we're just stuck on the miners. The miners are the ones, like, they're working hard, but there's only so much they can do. This miner is doing something. What's the other miner doing? He is... Where is he? I guess he's going somewhere. I don't know what he's doing. Grieving? Why is someone grieving? Who died? Like, did someone important die or what? Just like Dwarven Child died, a lot of losers died, basically. And we're infested with ghosts at the moment because of these idiots who got killed by the Forgotten Beast. A bunch of these adventurers came and got killed by Forgotten Beasts, and now I'm just like infested by these idiot ghosts constantly everywhere. Okay, where is that slab? Please, guys, just make slabs and carve slabs immediately. That would be excellent if you could just do that, to be honest. Okay, we don't need any more mechanisms. I think we can cancel this for now. Yeah, we gotta wait. We gotta wait till they can make more slabs in the meantime, because it's gonna take a long time for them to actually do anything like that. Okay, we do have a lot of wood, so what we'll do is we'll get this guy to start making beds again. Again, just keep making beds until we run out of wood, because we need a lot of beds. We have like 50, almost 60 dwarves right now, and not enough rooms to even hold all that. Alright. I think we're pretty good on food. Do probably need more alcohol. Let's keep making brew drinks. Jeez, these these ghosts. Okay, we got some petitions. What do we have here? Eradicated monsters, that's fine, sure. Actually, you know what? I think we have a guild right now as well. We do have some guilds. How can I check the guilds? Locations, occupations, right? Do we have any occupations? I guess not. We can assign someone as a messenger. I think I'm going to make one of these peasants. One of these peasants who's kind of useless. We'll make them a messenger. Who is like a useless idiot? This guy is probably an idiot. So we'll make him the messenger, I guess. If we need to send a message anywhere, that'll be good, you know? I think the next step we're going to do is start building a team of some soldiers. That'll be pretty good. So let's do that here. I'm going to make a new squad. That'll be good. So let's make a new squad. Create a squad. This will be no uniform, I think. Or I'll make it archer. That'll be good. We'll make an archer squad. Now, does anyone have any archery skills? I don't think so, but let me take a look on the Dwarf Therapist very quickly. Anybody have any kind of archer skills at all? Let's see. Who has some kind of skill? Ambusher, archer. Nobody has any Marksdorf skills at all. That sucks. Someone who's a bowman, apparently. Oh, we do have a few Marksdorfs. What am I talking about? Okay, so some of these guys are actually not bad at Marksdorfsmanship. So let's get this guy. This guy's going to be our new Marksdorf leader as Rushelstan. Okay, let's find that guy. Where is he? Looking through all these dwarves to find like one guy is always a pain. I think that guy may be a monster slayer, so that's not the guy we need. Jeez, I wish Dwarf Therapist would list who is like a monster slayer and who is not. Maybe I'll put a filter on. Let's see. So I can remove these idiots who are as ruthless. Is this guy like a foreigner or what? Like, is he like from our group? I'm not really sure, to be honest. Okay, well, we have a few other guys who are kind of decent at Marksdorfship. Like this guy is an ambusher and a Marksdorf Sibrek. Okay, let's get this guy. That'll be good. Sibrek. Okay, Sibrek, our hunter, will be our Marksdorf. We'll build a Marksdorf squad and we'll have them train up on the zombies. Because I do have some zombies to capture. That's perfect Marksdorf training. And it would be really useful to have a team of Marksdorfs, to be honest. Let's get this guy. Who else? Libash, Locum. Okay. Locum and Tobal are also quite good. As well as Sibrek. We have Sibrek. Okay. So who else? It's Locum and Tobal. We'll get those two on there as well. Tobal, this guy, and then Locum is the other one. There we go. Competent Marks Dwarf. Yeah, you can go there too. Competent Marks Dwarf. There we go. Libash. I think that's everyone who has any kind of bowmanship skills. Okay, that's all of the guys here. Bows and marksmanship. So this will be our marksman squad. And we can equip these guys up. What kind of equipment we need? Uniform. We'll get those guys some weapons too. We'll start making some crossbows. That'll be good. So for crossbows, it's kind of debatable what's the best option. It's hard to say, to be honest, because a lighter crossbow is good because it doesn't tire out the Marks Dwarves. So getting one made of featherwood, for example, is really light, and that's usually quite good. Oh, I think my chat is lost there. But yeah, as I was saying, a light bow is also good because it's very easy to carry around. But the other thing is that a heavy bow you can use as like a club. So sometimes what they'll do is if an enemy gets close to them, they'll club them with the crossbow. So that's also a good option. So we'll see. We'll see what's a good option. I'm going to make some training bolts in the meantime, though, so that way they can practice against the zombies there. So wooden training bolts. Let's see. Where can I make bolts then? I think it's not here, right? It might be in the Craftsdorf shop. So let's make some wood bolts. There we go, wood bolts. We'll make some wood bolts just for training. It'll be featherwood, so basically it does no damage. The damage from a bolt is based on the weight, so you want heavier materials for like making a bolt. So I can see what's available here to actually make some weapons and ammunition. Let's see, I have silver. I can make silver bolts. Can I make a silver bolt? That's actually not bad. Let's maybe make some silver bolts. Now, silver bolts, are those actually a good idea though? Because I know silver is not great for anything cutting. So maybe that's a bad idea, but silver is also really heavy, so I'm not really sure what would be the play on that. Like, is it weight that's more important for a bolt, or like piercing power? I'm not sure. I think it's weight. I think weight is the most important one, right? Because I know lighter bolts basically do like no damage. Let's see. Okay, so it is about better edge. It is counting as an edge weapon, so the weight is not as important as the, what am I saying? The quality of it. So we basically don't have any good quality materials, to be honest. Like we have silver, which is bad for any kind of range weapons. Do we have any iron? I don't think we have iron, to be honest. We do have copper, so what we can do is we can smelt some ore. I guess so, I don't know. Well, let's see. I think we have copper anyway, so let's make some copper bolts. At least that'll be good enough for now. Let's make some copper bolts here. This will be good enough, at least. I mean, copper is really bad, but it's better than nothing, you know? So, you know, that'll be also for something. That'll be okay, I guess. Copper bars, okay. Why can't I smelt anything? Oh, it's because I don't have any coal. That's right. Okay. I need someone to come make some charcoal for me. And eventually we need to dig down to the pit. Okay, so they're starting to dig here, which is good. We'll see if we can get to fort level 2. Or what am I saying? Not fort level 2. Cavern level 2, and then eventually down to the magma layer to set up some more sustainable, you know, magma production. Is this bridge ever going to get built? I have no idea if that's ever going to get built. Okay, this area is done. Let's set up a new zone. We're going to turn this whole area into our meeting zone here. That way they don't have to crowd into that tiny, tiny little space. They can meet in here instead. Here, let's turn this whole area into a big zone. There we go. Perfect. There. This is the new meeting zone. That's nice. And this will be a meeting area. Can I assign location? No, just leave it meeting area. That's fine. And we'll remove that initial meeting area here, because this one we don't really need anymore. So this is, we'll remove this one. There we go. Okay, good. So that way they won't crowd in that tiny, tiny little room. They can go down here and hang out, which will be great. What's the advantage of digging pits versus channeling diagonally? What do you mean channeling diagonally? Not sure what you mean by that, to be honest. I think what I might do in the meantime here, this is a little bit bad. I wish they can get in and out of this area. If they can finish building this bridge, that would be great. Yeah, I'm not really sure what you mean by channeling diagonally. Like, there's no diagonal channeling, or maybe I'm confused a little bit by what you're mentioning there. Okay, we'll also, if this can ever get done, someone can come make some charcoal. Do I have anybody who's doing wood burning right now? Who's doing wood burning? Let's see. Wood cutting, wood crafting, wood burning. Do I have any wood burners around? Do I have no wood burners at all? That's crazy. Okay, let's see who can be a wood burner. Rolls, wood burning. Okay, we have a few losers here who can do wood burning. So I guess my wood burner maybe died or something. I don't know. I don't have any wood burners at the moment, which is a little bit annoying because I need wood burners to do some work. Let's get one guy. One guy could be my wood burner. Okay. I always have to wonder. I always have to check when something's not getting done. There must be some reason. So yeah, someone should be burning wood. There he is. Now he's gonna do it. Okay, good. Make charcoal, please. Please make charcoal. We need a lot of charcoal to make stuff. Let's get rid of the ash for now. We'll keep making charcoal. That way we can actually make some metal items, which will be great because we do need a lot of metal. Let's also start building some traps. You know, we have a lot of things now. We should start building some traps. Make some weapon traps. I'm going to start filling up this corridor with weapon traps. We have a few built around here. Axe blade. Let's put a few axe blades here. Green glass disc. And green spikes. That's good. We'll throw a few weapon traps around here, and then some stonefall traps as well. Every corner is a good place to put a trap, basically. We have a lot of these axe blades and large serrated discs. Okay, done selecting, good. Make another weapon trap. Every one of these little corners will have some little traps here. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I think I messed up. I should put one right here as well. Let's put another one right here. Green glass spikes. Great. And we have a green glass ball. Let's actually put that there. That's all our green glass stuff, which is good. Okay, so we put a few more traps in here. That'll hopefully make this hallway a little bit more brutal, which will be nice. And we can put a few other traps in here too, maybe some stonefall traps. Those are pretty good. They're good at just like filling up the hallway, you know. We can throw a few down in here. Stonefall traps are really cheap, and they're really easy to just scatter around, you know. So if a siege comes, they might just get hit by some rocks. They're usually not too damaging, but they're not bad. Like, they will do some damage. So we can throw a few around here, just kind of scatter them around a little bit. We have so many mechanisms, so we're not hurting for mechanisms. There we go. Just scatter some around. And I think that's nice. We can throw some cage traps. Do we have any cages? Let's throw a cage trap, like, right around here. That'll be pretty good. That way we can maybe catch some of these guys. When they come in, we can catch some guys to deal with them a little bit easier, maybe. I don't know. Let's throw maybe a cage trap, like, right here. That would be pretty good. Or like right around this corner. That'll be quite nice. Let's throw that one. We'll see if we have any more cages. Do we have any cages available? Maybe one more we'll put like right here. Okay, that's pretty good. Great, that's nice. Okay, pretty good. And what we'll do is we'll also fill this pit. When this pit is finished, we'll fill this pit with spikes, which will be pretty nice. If we can build like a spike pit here. It's going to take some time for them to dig down, to be honest. Like, how are they going to dig down here? It's going to take a long time for that, I think. They basically dug some of this, but not all of it, which is annoying a little bit, because now we don't have a complete pit. It's going to be a little bit like this. Like, channel one block on one layer, then one layer down, channel one tile down, until you create a stair-like structure. I mean, I don't know. Like, that just takes a lot of time. It's like, takes so long to do, you know? Like, why not just use stairs, basically? I'm kind of lazy to do that. That seems like a lot of work, you know? Do we have this made? No, not dying. We need clothes making as well, so that's not done yet. Unfortunately. We do need to start making some things. Okay, brewing drinks, preparing easy meals, that's good. I think we have more than enough food, honestly. Has this pit been done yet? No, they haven't finished that yet. Okay, it looks like this area is done. Let's start building some workshops. Gonna build the still and the not the metalsmith's forge, the still and my new kitchen we'll put right here. So this is gonna be our new cooking area. And kitchen is what? Where's kitchen? Here it is, Z. There we go. Okay, kitchen and still, we'll put it right here. We'll fill these up with some stockpiles. Let's put some stockpiles around here as well. This will be for drinks and food. Can all go in here. As well as finished meals and then goblets and other things will go in here. And this will be our new dining hall in a few minutes when this is kind of finished. We'll get our engraver to start smoothing this area out as well. Smooth out this whole dining hall will be quite nice. I don't know what my engraver is doing. Where are they? Maybe I should get a few engravers so they can start doing this whole area. Yeah, let's get this whole place smoothed out. At least that'll look kind of nice. There we go, perfect. So we'll smooth that whole area out. So who is my engraver right now? Let's see. I think I do have one engraver. I have one engraver and stone crafter. So let's let's promote another engraver. Someone who's kind of useless. Who has like no other good skills. We'll promote someone who's kind of like doing nothing as engraver. We have a trapper who's pretty good at trapping. But do we need a trapper? I don't know. A shearer. Yeah, you know what? Let's make this guy. This guy's a shearer. We do not really need a shearer. We don't have anything to shear. So he's not a shearer anymore. He's going to be our second engraver. So we have 2 engravers. Can hopefully work on this stuff and get some nice engravings done. Yeah, that's nice. That's pretty good. Right, that's good. So we can get those engravers to start engraving. The outpost liaison has arrived. All right, that's pretty good. Oh, damn, the fucking bridge. Jeez, these guys need to finish this fucking bridge. No wonder. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Of course. Stupid pit. I fucked up my pit. Now they don't want to come to my fort anymore. Ah, oh, boy. Okay, please finish this fucking bridge. Like, who is in charge of this? Why aren't they doing their job? Construction inactive. Like, come do this now. For real. Needs to be done immediately. Super important job. Not getting fucking done. We need to be able to use something here. In the meantime, I'm going to build some levers. We do need some levers. So let's build some down here. Build a lever. Throw them down here. That way everybody can come use them whenever they need to. We'll put a lever room. Maybe like right here. Let's dig like a lever room. Right near this whole area will be the lever room. There. Okay, this will be the room with many levers that'll do different things. Let's also build our bedroom for our dwarven guy here. There we go. Our mayor, I should say. Give him a cabinet. We'll give him some other things as well. We don't have armor stands. We need to build those things. Do we need tables? We don't have tables. Do we have chairs? No chairs. Okay. We'll build him some stuff in a minute. Do we have doors? Can we do some doors? Let's throw a door down for him here. There we go. 1 door. We'll build a few more doors for him, as well as some armor stands and other things. What else does he need? What does he need? He needs, quarters, okay. He needs an office. He needs dining room. He needs chests, cabinets, weapon racks, and armor racks. So let's build a few chests, build some cabinet. You have 1 cabinet, armor rack, and armor stand. All right. That's good. Let's start working on those things. Rock slabs, okay. Hopefully those will get done. We can actually get that useful for something. Let's make some armor stands. Make like 2 of them. Make a chair. Let's make a couple of these, actually. We do need a lot of these soon. Well, you know what? We'll make his stuff first. Let's make the thrones. Let's make the tables. Cabinet, coffer. What else do we need? We need a weapon rack for him, and we need some tables. Let's build like 2 tables for him. Okay, that should be good for his little area there. Now, do we have any slabs being built? I have no idea if slabs are being built at all. We have 1 door here. We do have 1 armor stand, apparently. Okay. A lot of dwarves and still not all doing stuff, you know? A lot of them are not really working that hard at the moment. Here. You know what I might do? I might build a small stone stockpile right here. Because it's a little bit annoying having the dwarves have to run around looking for like some stone. So I'm going to build a little stone stockpile like right here. And this will just be for collecting stones. Okay, that's good. That way they don't have to run all the way around the fort just to get like 1 stone. They can just come in here and grab 1. Make it a little bit easier. Don't always do stone stockpiles, but they are pretty good sometimes. Max size for pits, experiments digging straight down earlier when I go back up to continue after they'd stopped to eat and drink. Yeah, that's my problem here. So maybe my mistake. I need to finish up this pit, and this pit is becoming a problem, to be honest. So, oh well, I guess this pit probably won't get finished that well. We can put a few traps here. Hopefully they can work to dodge them. That'll be pretty good. Let's put a few stonefall traps on this little bridge here in the meantime. There, okay. That'll hopefully kind of make them fall. I don't know if that'll work out properly, but we'll see if that can get done. Looks like an engraver is engraving, which is pretty good. And let's assign a bedroom to this guy. Yeah, this will be his bedroom, which we will adjust a little bit later. That's fine. Let's assign the bed to the mayor. There we go. That's great. So now he has a little bit of a better room. He needs a little bit better than that, though, but we're going to clean it up pretty soon anyways. Once a few things get built, then we can start working on that. We don't have an armor stand, okay. What about my military? Let's also work on getting another military group here. So let's see, who has some good hammer skills? Our beekeeper is actually a pretty good hammer dwarf. Let's make you the commander of this hammer squad. We want mostly hammers and maces. This is only for... Ooh, this guy's actually in another squad, so we don't need that guy there. Just want hammer dwarves only. This squad is only for hammer dwarves, so we'll get only hammers in here. I usually like to split up my squads by weapon type because it makes it easier to kind of know what to do with them. So for example, if I see undead, sending a bunch of hammer dwarves at them is usually pretty good. So we'll pick out all the hammer dwarves and stick them in this squad. We can get them to train up later as well. We can also put maces in here too, like any mace dwarves I think is fine. Maces and hammers, just a blunt weapon squad is good. Like, I should say I usually like to keep weapon type, so blunt weapons, maybe keep in one squad, and blade weapons, like spears and swords, in another squad. So we'll put all these sword dwarves into another squad later. Spearmen, I don't know if I'll put spearmen in a different squad. I don't know if there's really any point to that. That's good. So we have a lot of good hammer dwarves. Let's pick out a few more. Who's got some potential? Who's like a useless guy? Let's get these fisher dwarves who are kind of useless. Throw them in there. Anybody who's no relevant skills, that's fine, doesn't matter. We'll make a full squad at least. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's assign these guys somewhere. So first of all, we're gonna make this archery range for the archers to practice. They can go practice here. Mindful dies, that's good. And this could be for training. They can go here and train. Okay, from bottom to top, there we go. Okay, so they can go there and practice with their crossbows. They can shoot at these undead, which will help them train a lot. Okay, we need a trader at the depot. Let's get the trader here. Move goods to the depot. What kind of goods would be good? Let's see. What should we trade? What do we even have that's good? Do we have anything like good? We have some little crafts. Let's take a look at our crafts. Yeah, let's send all these trade goods up here. These crafts will be good. A lot of these are pretty high quality, so this might be kind of nice actually. Okay, anything else? Instruments, tools, nothing much. Weapons, okay. I don't want to trade any of my, any big cut gems. Stone, small cut gems. I'm going to keep the gems for now. I think we'll just trade some of these things for now. Any kind of little crafts will be pretty good for trading. Okay, I do wish they would finish this bridge anytime soon. Like, if that can happen anytime, that would be amazing, to be honest. Maybe this is a big mistake. Building a pit like that was probably a bad idea. Probably a stupid idea. Oh well. Can't really do much about it. This bridge, I have no idea when it's going to get done. Who's my architect? What are they doing? Where's my architect? I have one architect who's also my stone crafter and mason. Ugh. I think I'm going to have to set a second architect, to be honest. So I can get some work done, you know? Okay, this guy is a useless guy. We'll make him an architect. Someone useless. Anyone who's got, like, no skills can be a good architect, basically. Yeah, okay, you can do it. There, we get someone to do architecture. That's great. What other skills do you have? You're a fisher, dwarf, and a thresher, which are not important. So you could be my dedicated architect, because my other architect is kind of busy at the moment doing other work, stone crafting and masonry. Let's actually turn Stonecrafter off for you. You don't need to do that either. Alright, pretty good. That's good. That's nice. Okay, here we go. Now, what do we need? We need, definitely metal is important for us. So let's go to ore and ore bars. This is probably our most important thing. We need some iron is the main thing here. Metal bars here. Here we go. Okay. Iron bars, super important. Anything else? Copper, we have copper. If we can get some tin, that would also be good. We can make some bronze. Bronze, like, lower priority, but we would like that. Tin is also pretty good. If we have tin, we can make bronze ourselves. Definitely not as good as iron, though. What else is important? If we can get steel, I mean, that'd be great, too. Steel bars, also important. Steel, iron, priority. Tin, secondary priority. Bronze, third priority. If we can get bronze, it's good. Otherwise, we don't need really much else. I think that's okay. Okay, great. What do they want from us? Let's see. They want warhammers, cut gems, backpacks, earrings, musical instruments, water skins. Okay, all right. Actually, we have a lot of gems, so maybe we'll bring some gems up here. That'll be pretty good. They'll probably be happy to trade for that. So we'll bring some of our gems up here. There we go. So we'll bring all those gems up here. That'll be good for trading. We'll even maybe give them some gifts. So we have a lot of stuff here. What do we want to buy, though? Okay, we want to buy steel bars. Tin bars, for sure. Iron bars, tin bars, steel bars. Let's buy all this stuff. We need all these things here. What else do we have? Anything else good they have? Nothing much that's really useful for us. If we can get some bags, maybe that'll be good. We're still working on our... Ooh, an instrument. Let's get that. Copper Vindling. I don't want to get too much, though, because I'm going to run out of trade goods to actually trade stuff. Okay, what else do they have here? They have a cat. Well, actually, I'm gonna buy a cat. That might be nice. Cat's always kind of good. I always like cats for trading. Dwarven rum. Let's get some dwarven rum. That'll be nice. Dwarven wine. That'll make everyone happy to get some more things here. Bronze warhammer and bronze battle axe. Ooh, that would actually be pretty nice. Let's actually pick up a warhammer. Steel pick. Ooh, that's really good, but that's expensive. Ugh. That's a little bit too much for us to afford, I think. These steel goods are a little bit beyond us. We'll see what we can afford anyways. Let's get some basic stuff first, and then we can see if we can trade for any of these steel things anyways. Okay, cloth bin. Let's actually get this whole cloth bin. That would actually be quite nice. I like that. Dwarven sugar, leather bin. Can I get this whole leather bin? That'd be good, too. Another cloth bin. Now, I think we're going to be way not enough for trade value. So, yeah, 900 to 200, right? Trader loss. Value. So yeah, we're buying way too much right now, so we got to cut down some things we're planning to trade, basically. I think we'll cancel these cloth bins. These are just too much. We can maybe get a leather bin. Yeah, that's a little bit better. What other things we'll have to cancel? Let's go up and see. Maybe we'll have to cancel this Warhammer, unfortunately. Dwarven wine barrel. What else is good? What else are we trading for? Let's drop one of these Dwarven rum. Okay, let's drop that, and we'll drop maybe one of these things of Dwarven rum or something like that. That'll be also pretty good. There we go. Okay, that's fine. That's a good trade. Let's go for that. That's good. I like that. Nice. So we got a nice little trade. When we get the gems up here, we'll do another little trade with them, and maybe we can get some more value. So we got a lot of gems coming up. We'll see if we can trade for anything else. But getting a little bit of metal is good. So we got some tin out of that, some iron, and some steel. So that'll be very useful for making a few bladed weapons. I'm going to save the steel and iron for like spears and swords, and we'll use copper and we'll use silver for the warhammers, because silver is a great warhammer material. And actually, I think we have enough coal now. We can probably start making some silver ore. Smelt native silver. Yeah, let's smelt some native silver. We'll turn that into silver ore, and then we can get some nice things out of that, which will be great. So let's start making that. Repeat. We can make some warhammers out of this. Afterwards, we can start smelting gold, and then we can start getting some kind of economy going, which is great, as I said. Very nice. Sandstone blocks. What do we have these things here? Okay, alright. Pretty good. Making these slabs is such a pain. I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to start making some sarcophagi, so making some coffins or something, because I have so many dead bodies lying around. I need to bury them. So what I'm going to do is make a tomb hall. We have our kind of main foyer here, our main kind of like seating area. So we're going to start building a tomb somewhere around here. Okay, just a few areas not finished yet. Channel here. Let's see if we can channel some of these areas here. We'll have to channel this like bit by bit to actually finish this whole fort up, to be honest. Okay, leave it like that. That's good. There we go. Dig there. Try to finish this rooftop area. Uh-oh, what is this? Oh no. Forgotten beast has come. Enormous hairy lobster's spiral shell appears to be emaciated. Its sepia hair is short and uneven. Beware its deadly spittle. Okay, ooh. This is a problem. And this is where? Is this the level 2? Oh, this is the level 1 dungeon. Oh. Oh boy. This is level 1 fort, I mean, or cavern. Ugh. That's a big problem. So we got to go deal with that somehow. Let's start by locking the door. Let's forbid passage. Forbidden. Please don't come in my house. Okay. Well, watch that lobster. That forgotten piece lobster. Where is he? Yeah. Ugh. This is not good. I don't like that. Let's take a look at him, actually. I want to see what he looks like. So what does he look like? Let's see. Okay, Dilly Spittle. That sounds very bad. Anything that spits or sprays or has like smoke come out is usually terrible. So we got to get a military squad going pretty soon, I think. I'll have to keep an eye on that guy. Let's actually keep an eye on him while we're waiting, because I do not want to worry too much about that. Oh, where did he go? Did he leave? He ran away, I think. Okay, I mean, great. If he's gone, I'm happy about that, you know? I think he left. I think he left. I think he's gone. Which is, fine then, I guess. You know? A lot of ghosts. We have like 4 ghosts here right now. Like, geez, how many ghosts do we fucking need? Okay, let's see if we can do some trading. We got a lot of these things here now. Way more things to trade, so let's trade all the stuff. A lot of value, 2,000 value, so let's get some more stuff here. We can trade for them. It's good to trade as much as possible because that will improve your the value of your fort. So we're gonna see if we can get as much as we can. I think I'm gonna trade for weapons now. So steel pick would be good. Let's see, steel spear. Let's get a steel spear. Steel short sword is nice. Iron low boot, iron low boot. Not very many weapons, to be honest. Bronze short sword, bronze mace, steel spear, copper spear, steel pick, bronze battle axe. Okay, we don't need too many of those things. Let's also get some bags. We'll get a few bags here. And yeah, grab a few bags. That'll be quite good. I need some more bags. My my cloth making facility is not finished yet. Oh, wow, too valuable. Let's get a cloth bin as well. We can get a cloth bin here. Okay, we can maybe afford 1 cloth bin. And we'll give them a little bit of a surplus, you know? We'll give them some stuff for free, I think. We have about 200 value left. Anything else worth getting? We can get leather bin. You know what? I think we can afford 1 more cloth bin here. Leather bin there. Okay, good. Okay, that's pretty good. I think that's a good trade. We'll trade this. Huh? What is the problem? They don't like that value? Okay, they need more value, I guess. How about this? There we go. Okay, great. Now they like that. That's fine. Great. That's a good trade value. Let's take a look at our fort value. What's our fort value? Imported wealth, exported wealth, only about 400. Once these traders leave, we should be able to get a little bit of exported wealth, which will be quite nice. Okay, pretty good anyways. That's fine. Still waiting for this bridge to be finished. Whenever, you know, whenever this is done, that would be amazing, to be honest. I would be very happy about that. Otherwise, we're kind of stuck right now, not getting a nice entranceway. Have to go through the shitty entrance at the north here, which is really a pain to get in and out. Okay, that's good here. Make sure that Forgotten Beast doesn't come back. That's a big problem if he does. Okay, these ghosts are still causing me a lot of problems right now. Throw down some more beds in the meantime. Damn, we have like 12 beds built. That's a lot. Let's get all of these thrown down here. Start making more bedrooms for all our swarms of dwarves here. We gotta make more cabinets for everybody too, so everyone can have at least some kind of storage. Oh, out of beds. Okay, good. Let's go through the rooms now. I think all these ones have been assigned a room, right? Who hasn't been assigned a room yet? Let's see. Okay, I think all of these have been assigned. Everything here has been assigned already. That's good. Just one hasn't. Armor stand. Okay, let's put the armor stand down. Let's build the weapon rack as well. We don't have a weapon rack built. What about chair? Did they build a chair yet? What about table? No. What about coffer? Put another cabinet there. And what else do we have here? Do we have any containers? Okay, whatever. I don't know. That's fine then. Cabinet container. What else do we have around here? Let's throw a few more cabinets down anyways. These guys need some cabinets, so we'll throw these into the rooms while we're here because we do have a few that are built. There we go. That's good. Okay, some slabs getting built, which is fine. Let's cancel this and do engrave a slab for somebody. I'm gonna stop for bed production for a little while. This guy's making a lot of beds. We're running out of wood, to be honest. Do we have any other trees around here? I think we've kind of cut all the trees down on this side of the river. So let's see if we can chop some of these saguaro cactus at least. That'll be something. This will be better than nothing at least. We can get a little bit of wood from this. But we're going to really run out of wood quickly because there's not much wood here on the surface, honestly. Being in the desert, big wood deficit. And what is this thing? What is this M here? What is that? Salsu Sproku Engo. That's very odd. I don't know what that is. It must be something. I don't know. A forgotten beast? I guess he came up. Why is he up on the surface then? How do you get up here? That's odd. That's the forgotten beast who died. He made his way up to the surface of the map here. Wait a minute. The other forgotten beast died as well? How the hell did he die? What the heck? So this forgotten beast apparently died. I was wondering where he went. He just fucking died for some reason. Where did he go? How the fuck did he die? That's insane. What? It's crazy. So for one, we have a forgotten beast on the surface of the map for some reason. I don't know how we got there. How we climbed up there, I have no idea. That's very strange. I don't know what's happening there. So how did this forgotten beast get here? Did someone drag him up here? Migrants have arrived. Oh my god, we're getting migrant overload right now. So where did that forgotten beast go? He died somehow. Someone killed him, apparently. Oh, he's right here. He's right here. I think he just died, yeah. That's strange. So someone killed him. Maybe one of these monster hunters killed him. Which, if that happened, that's kind of funny that happened. That might have happened. Yeah, maybe one of them just murdered him for some reason. Well, oh well, that's good. I mean, I'm happy if... oh, we got the next level cavern. That's great. Okay, a level 2 cavern. What do we have in this cavern? Nothing good, right? Just silver and cobalt, which is not useful for me. Very deep cavern, too. Look at how deep this is. Wow. That is big. Okay, so where is our... let's cancel the mining for now. We don't want to dig any more here. Yeah, we'll cancel this mining, we'll block off this pit, and then we'll see if we can dig into the mine somewhere else. So let's build a wall there in the meantime. Here, let's build a wall. There we go. We'll build one here to block off this area. Perfect. Okay, good. So that'll be good. We can block that area off. And we can start exploring the second layer cavern. I'm actually going to make a marker on the level 2 cavern. Wow, it's right below. Is it actually right below the level 1 cavern? It is. Wow, that's really close. Like, level 1 cavern is right here. Level 2 cavern starts, like, right here. And it's super deep. Oh my god, look how deep this is. Is there even any, like, land? There's not really much land in this cavern, to be honest. Wow, okay. That's nice, that's cool. We'll find a nice pillar that we can dig through. It looks like this pillar might be a good idea. It seems like this is stable all the way down to the bottom. So what we're going to do is I'm going to set up a new mine here to start digging a new stairway. We'll dig one like right here. Go all the way back up. There we go. And that'll be the new stairway down. That'll be great. Once we get that dug, then we can start digging out to level 3 cavern. I want to open up every cavern. I'm not going to actually connect up to the cavern yet, but I do want to be able to have every cavern discovered. And once every cavern is discovered, then we can start doing some stuff here, which will be nice. So in the meantime, I'm also going to dig a little bit away from this pit. Okay, we'll wait till that's done. I don't want to dig too much till we kind of explore that area a little bit more. Okay, what is going on here? Bronze omens. Why are these guys stationed here? That's a little bit odd. We don't need these guys stationed. There. These guys don't need to be stationed or anything. I don't know what they're doing. We'll put them both to inactive. There they go. These guys are stationed there for some reason. Oh, you know what? I think what the problem was, I think a long time ago when that squad was first formed, I put them stationed there to guard, and then everyone died, so I never turned off the station. So that's why they've been standing there forever. Okay, so lucky I remember before they all died. Watched your Soul versus Slot video. Have to agree, it's all about authenticity. That's why Fallout and Morrowind are so good. They write the fantastical with a sort of sincere, unfantastical tone. I think I would agree in those cases. I think for Morrowind, like, I mean, I like Daggerfall a lot too. Like, Daggerfall is really good as well. I think what made Morrowind really interesting compared to maybe, at least for me, like, I never really got that much into Skyrim. I did play it quite a bit, but I never really got as interested into it as I did with Oblivion and Morrowind. And I mean, now that I'm older, I can admit that Oblivion is kind of like a sloppy, shitty game, but I did enjoy it as a kid. It was very, like, fun to play, at least. So it was at least enjoyable. I find right now I have a lot harder time enjoying Oblivion than I used to, but I still enjoy Morrowind a lot. Like, I can still get into it and enjoy it. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I think the thing with Morrowind is that that was made at a time when Bethesda was basically going to go out of business. At least the Bethesda game studios, they were at a point where they were looking like they were going to close the studio. It wasn't looking very good for them. And I think at that point, they really needed to have some kind of game. So that's kind of why Morrowind was made. It was kind of like a passion project a little bit. So they really just threw everything out there and made it very, like, crazy. Like, gameplay-wise, it wasn't that intense, but story-wise and the setting, I think they really let loose a little bit, because they kind of thought that this may be the end of the studio, so we do have to kind of, like, try hard, you know? So I think that's why it ended up being quite interesting, quite good, more so than other games. And I think Daggerfall was also quite good too, but it's a very different methodology for the game. It really wasn't story focused at all. Like, there wasn't much. The story was very secondary in Daggerfall, you know. I think it was more as like a sandbox. Daggerfall's fun because it's like basically a big toy box, you know. It's like a sandbox for you to just do whatever, engage with the mechanics. And I think that kind of gameplay focused style of building made Daggerfall very interesting, and I think that did carry over into Morrowind a lot. Like, people love making spells, they love being able to solve problems in a lot of different ways, and those are some of the things I think people tend to enjoy about Morrowind the most. The fact that you do have those sort of life sim elements. And yeah, like a lot of other things too. Like, I mean, like eating in Daggerfall, drinking is so like rudimentary, but the fact that you have like a bar in Daggerfall in Morrowind that is basically useless. Like all the pubs and bars and corner clubs in Morrowind, they don't really serve much of a gameplay purpose, but the fact that they're there and they look very cool and comfortable makes the game more interesting, you know? And Oblivion had that too. They had nice little pubs you could visit in each town, which I did like, but they made them a little bit more generic. I found the corner clubs in Morrowind, they at least tried to make them all look fairly different. And I did make a few videos on, like, kind of like a, just for fun, like a tour guide to Morrowind. And I did take a look at, like, for example, the different pubs in Vivek City in one video I made. I thought that was kind of funny. Like, I liked checking that out, you know, visiting the different, like, little pubs around the city and seeing how they're different from each other, kind of reviewing them. Because even though they do look pretty similar, I found they do have a little bit of character, which makes them more interesting. Like, for example, the Lizard Head pub having the actual cut off Argonian head on display, which is really funny. I wish they would have put it, like, been a little bit more ballsy and had it on the main wall, but I guess they didn't want to have the racism be so overt in the game. Would have made any Argonian players feel a little bit uncomfortable, maybe, if they had an actual Argonian head put on the wall rather than just in the back corner somewhere. But what was I saying? Yeah, I do think the authenticity, or at least the feeling of being authentic is important to a lot of people. I mean, just for me, I think it makes the game more enjoyable if that's how it is. So what is the problem with this bridge? Why is this bridge not getting built? Like, what's going on here? Construction inactive. Like, what's going on? Like, finish this fucking bridge, please. Okay, I'm gonna rearrange this bridge. I think this bridge has some problems. Maybe there's a reason why they're not building it. I'm gonna rearrange it, try to make it a little bit longer. So let's remove this building. We're gonna build a new bridge. Build bridge. Okay, build bridge raises. We'll build a very big bridge here. Hopefully they'll actually build it this time. I think I made a mistake building this pit. This pit might have been a big mistake, so I think what I might try to do is fill in the pit. So maybe we'll have to do that. We'll have to fill in the pit. Let's do that instead then. we'll have to at least fill up the pit to be able to use it, make it actually useful for us. I can clear these out later, I guess. Either way, I think we got to do this though, because otherwise we just don't have any way to get in and out of this pit. So whatever. Then go build some stuff over there, and that'll be pretty good. Yeah, I do use the ascetic version, so it does look a little bit weird, I think, if you're not used to the look of it. Now let me go check a few things here. What is going on? Where's my metal smith? Does he make anything? Smelt native ore? Okay. Silver ore? Wow, we got a lot of silver. Let's actually cancel that. We don't need that much silver. Let's smelt native gold. I want some gold right now. Actually, you know what? We need copper. So let's get the tetrahedrite is what I need. That's what I need. Okay. Make brass bars. Make pig iron bars. Okay, let's just make tetrahedrite for now. Good. And we can make some silver and gold statues soon. I think silver will be good for now. I don't really want to waste all my gold yet on like low quality statues. So I think let's make some, what? Let's see. Furniture, there we go. Furniture, and I think it'll be silver statues. Make a lot of silver statues. We'll make some silver hammers later as well. And let's get you to smelt some tetrahedrite so we can get some copper. Repeat, there we go. Let's also get you to make some more coal, charcoal. There we go, good. That's good, that's good. What about our gem maker? We need all our industries working right now. Gem cutter, what is gem cutter doing? Smoky quartz, citrine, pyrite, rose quartz, blue garnets. Okay, blue garnets are cut. Green zircons. Let's cut some green zircons. What else do we have that is good? Tanzanite. I actually like tanzanite. I like the look of tanzanite. What do we say? Planescape Torment is also really good at writing complete insanity, completely straight face without caring if you think it's weird or not, which is what they meant by depicting fantasy is not fantastical. I do agree with that. It shows confidence in their setting and their writing. I think a lot of reasons why, I mean, there's a lot of like people talking about this and making videos about it, about the, what is it, the millennial writing conventions or the super ironic writing conventions that are very common today. And I think that just comes from not being confident in what they're making, you know? People are making stuff that they feel like shouldn't be taken seriously. And it's like, okay, if you think your work is not serious, like you don't think it's worth being taken seriously, then why should I care about it, you know? And I mean, you have a lot of games that kind of really are emblematic of that kind of writing style. What's one that I think is like that a lot? What was that one that was like, it was really annoying. It was like a fantasy game. It looked a little bit like Outer Worlds, but you had a gun that would just like talk all the time. I remember seeing a lot about that game, and it just looked like awful. It looked terrible. I didn't want to even consider looking at it at all or playing it or anything like that. Like, just looked miserable. Looked like a miserable experience to me. So I don't remember what that game was even called. I can't remember what it was, to be honest. But that was a good example of being, it seemed like just, you couldn't have anything be serious. Everything just had to be goofy all the time. And I'm not really a fan of that. It just looks like ridiculous. But it's the same with anything, with like books or with movies or whatever. If you can take your world seriously as a fantasy world and not have to make it connected to real life to make it serious. I think that's another thing too, which a lot of writers do. I'm not a writer or anything, so I can't really comment on how good or how bad some writers are as like basically like a dilettante, you know, someone who doesn't write anything. But I find a lot of people when they want to approach a serious topic, their way to do it is by making it, oh, this is just this real life thing. Like, oh, this is just like this real life problem, but in Middle Earth or something like that, or in the Lord of the Rings or in the fantasy world. And it kind of cheapens the world, because it's like the world doesn't have its own problems. The world's problems are very obviously just a stand-in for real life problems, right? You know, and that's like, it's boring, right? That means the world doesn't, the world is just basically serving up your real life problems, whatever ideology of the person who's making it. Whatever they think is the problem, then that's all the work is doing. It just becomes a vehicle for whatever message they want to make, which is like boring. Like, no one wants to read something or watch something that just like, you know, its only purpose is delivering some message to you. People want to feel at least like the work has some kind of meaning on its own, beyond just, beyond just, whatever they decide it should be, its meaning should be. Okay, let's slaughter some more animals here. We got a lot of chicks. Ooh, that's nice. A lot of chicks for some meat, which is great. So it looks like our chickens finally had babies. We got a lot of chicks here. Wow. That's great, though. Those chicks will make a lot of chicken once they grow up, which will be amazing for us. Okay, this construction is going to be taking a long time whenever this wall is done. But once that wall is done, that means people will be able to actually get over this bridge and then build the bridge, which is what I need. And then we can delete the wall later. So let's build this bridge in the meantime. Yes, please. Please work on this bridge. There we go. Okay, that should be more than enough bridge for everything. We'll make it a microsilene bridge because I love this bright blue, neon blue bridges. I always love microsilene. Okay, what is this? A featherwood crown. Okay, whatever, junk basically. Just crap, making crap for me. These guys never make anything good. They just make junk, to be honest, all the time. Okay, we got a lot of stuff being made. This guy's making some statues. That's good. Hedger ore. We're gonna run out of space to even store the ore. I should actually expand our ore storage a little bit. Let's expand this out so we can store more ore. There we go. And maybe I'll expand this area as well so we can store more raw. Sorry, store more bars and store more ore, not just store more ore. I'm getting confused myself right there. Okay, it looks like everybody's working. What is everybody working on? Mechanic, making rock slabs. Yes, please make some rock slabs. I have such a fucking problem with nothing getting engraved. Okay, add new task. Let's get everybody some slabs. You're getting a slab, and you're getting a slab. Everybody's getting a slab engraved. No slabs engraved, not memorialized. Add a new task. Yeah, we'll get everyone a slab. Slab engraved. Okay. We gotta memorialize all these retards, or otherwise they're gonna come back as ghosts, which is not great. We have such a big haunting problem. Build a slab. There we go. Let's just put the slabs outside for now. We need to, what am I doing? Expand, there we go. We need to get the slab that actually is engraved. So let's put that one there. There we go. Okay. That'll be good. We'll turn this little entrance area into a little slab garden, I guess, so people can come enjoy it. We'll make a tomb, a dedicated tomb, I think a little bit later, but we'll make this into like a memorial hallway or something. This whole area could be like a memorial hall. Oh no, no, never mind. We're not going to do that. Okay, what else do we do here? You got some statues being built, right? Some silver statues. Let's go back up and see. 1 silver statue built. Well, you know what? We can throw that down. Let's build a statue. Throw down our first silver statue in our grand hall here. We'll start building statues everywhere. We'll start engraving everything too. Who is Armok? Armok is the one true god of Dwarf Fortress. Actually, you know what? If you don't know the real origin of Armok, it comes from something from one of Toadie's games. It comes from Armok. So basically, Armok. Basically, in the game, I forget what game it was, to be honest. It was one of Bay12's games. But in this game, it would kind of show the status of all your body parts. And I guess for one reason, they decided to make the god of, you know, Dwarf Fortress, or slaves to Armok, just turn Armok into the god Armok. So that's where the name Armok came from. Okay, looks like this is done. Let's actually get this settings, all this stuff set up. We got a lot of stuff here we need to work on. Okay, so food, enable food. We'll turn off meat here. Fish, unprepared fish, eggs, plants, and drinks we'll turn off. Okay, now there are specific plants that are used for drinking only, but I think I'm a little bit lazy. I'm not really going to differentiate. This storage is just going to be for drinks and plants only, and the other one will be for meat, because I'm a little bit lazy to do that. What you could do is you could go through every single one. Let's forbid there. Unprepared raw cuttlefish. Okay, I think that's good, right? I can't remember which unprepared fish is the raw one, or is this ready to cook? I'm not really sure. Let's forbid plants there, forbid drinks. Cheese can go here, that's fine. Cheese plant, cheese animal. I don't know what plant cheese is. Forbid seeds. Okay, that's good. Meat and fish can go here to cook. Now, what do I have in this stockpile? This is unprepared fish, right? Yeah, this is unprepared fish. And the other one here is just prepared, or fish that are ready to cook. I think so. Okay, good. That's pretty good. And then we can put in here, I guess this will be for prepared food. There. We'll turn off prepared food over here for both of these. This one will just be for any kind of prepared food. I'll turn off drinks here as well. Okay, that's good, I think. Turn off fruit and leaves and milled plants. There we go. This will be for prepared food. The other one will be for unprepared foods. I think that's good. Yeah, that'll be okay. I wish you could sort out all the prepared foods there, but it's a little bit awkward to do it. So that's fine. That'll be okay. And this one can be for just drinks. Let's block all, and we'll put drinks here. Okay, there we go. This will just be for drinks only for the storage here. Okay, great. So this will be our new area for making drinks and stuff. Brew drinks from plant, great. And let's start making some fine meals. Repeat there. I'm gonna cancel my previous little kitchen area. Let's cancel the tasks here. And we're gonna demolish this area in a few minutes, I think. We'll keep this as like a little dining hall, I guess. But we're gonna make a bigger dining hall downstairs. Okay, let's build something here. Okay, we have more than enough slabs, I think. So let's make something else. We'll start making some tables for our big dining hall. We'll also put up the dining room here. First of all, let's make the office room. And this area will be dining hall. There we go. Okay, good. And what else do we need? We need the container. Let's put a container in here. Put another one in this room as well. Okay, that should be good for our mayor then. And we'll build a few more doors for him as well so he can have some different little rooms. So that'll be pretty good. Let's also arrange our hotkeys. So we'll make actually level 2. Let's zoom here. And I'm going to rename this one to workshop. That's fine. Now, level 3, zoom 3 will be our grand hall, and zoom 4 will be cave 1. So F3, we'll zoom here. And I'm going to rename this one to hall. There we go. And then the next one, let's go down to the first cavern layer. This will be zoom 4. Name to cave 1. Okay, good. Great. And we'll set one for number 4 as well. I think you never managed to get into Dwarf Fortress, but I enjoyed watching it once in a while. Have you ever managed to get any rants games? No, I've never played that. I think I've heard of it, but I've never played it. I'm sorry. Okay, here is our cave 2. Let's dig this out a little bit. We're going to dig downwards. Okay, let's get that done. And then we'll make another pit downwards. See if we can get cave level 3. Go down to level 20. And this will see if we can burst into cave level 3, which will be pretty great. Then if we can find all 3 caves, we might be able to get some useful materials. Hopefully getting some... I mean, I'm not going to get any adamantine yet. That's really dangerous. My fort is still having trouble to build some basic things in the meantime. But, you know, things are going pretty well. We got a lot of immigrants here doing work, whatever they're doing. Let's keep working on beds in the meantime. Ooh, need bed. Okay, let's go to the workshop. Let's start building some beds. Carpenter's got to go back to work making beds. Lots and lots of beds. We need tons of beds. Charcoal, good. Keep making charcoal. What about you guys? Are you making anything? Silver statue, tetrahedrite ore. Okay, good. I think we have enough ore right now. Let's just make silver statues for now. And then once the silver statues are done, we can make silver war hammers and then start making some copper armor. So weapons and ammunition. Let's make a few silver war hammers. We'll get those going later for everybody. Okay, pretty good. Not too bad. Suspend the construction of the wall. Why is that happening? Oh, that's why. Okay, bruh. For real. Just finish my bridge, please. If these guys can finish off my bridge, I will be so happy. Like, they're struggling to build this bullshit. But I don't care. Just finish building the bridge. Like, come on, bros. Alright, whatever. Let's go check out my military squads. Who's doing what? Let's see. Where's my... oh my god, we got so many children here. God, we gotta get rid of these guys. Where is my guy who's blacksmithing? I don't know where he is. Oh, level 3 cavern. Nice. Okay, so we found cavern level 3. I think this is level 3, right? Or is this level 2? I don't know. You know what? I'm not really sure. Because I think this is level 2, right? Or is this still part of level 1? Because this might be part of level 1 cave. Because it's super deep. Because this is level 1 cave. And then immediately below it, we have this one, which also kind of looks the same as level 1. So this might also be level 1. So is this level 2 or level 3? You know, we'll know if we can see some candy, you know? Which I don't see at the moment. I don't see any, so maybe this is level 2, actually. This might be level 2. So let's cancel digging for now. We don't want to dig too deep. Yeah, I'm not sure what level of cavern this is, to be honest. But either way, we don't need to go in there yet. Let's cancel that dig. And what we will do is we will dig somewhere else. First of all, let's block off that pit. Build a wall here. There we go. Let's block off this place. And then we can start working on another pit pretty soon. So let's dig elsewhere right here. Okay, this looks like a good area. Dig here, dig mine, up, down, stair. Right here seems pretty great, so we'll start digging right here. Okay, that's good. So we'll dig another pit down to like level 15 or something. And see if we can get another cavern layer, because this may be cavern layer 2, actually. This may not be cavern layer 3, to be honest. This looks like it could be cavern layer 2, I think. I don't know. Yeah, because I don't see any kind of adamantine anywhere, which means it's probably cavern layer 2, which means the cavern layer 1 is really deep. Like, look how deep this is done, because this is still... I believe this is still part of Cavern Layer 1. I think this is all like a pit for Cavern 1. Which just goes super, super deep into the earth. Like, it must be, right? Or maybe I'm just confused. I have no idea, to be honest. This could be Cavern 1. It could very easily not be. I don't know, to be honest. But either way, Cavern Layer 2 will be nice to have. What do we have in the caverns? Do we have any kind of things here? Looks like nothing really around. Some pawn grabbers, I guess. We got our zombies still locked up. This guy's still chilling out there. Well, you know what we'll do? We'll mark Cavern Layer 2 on the map. If this for sure is Cavern 2. Yeah, this will be a good area to mark out. So I'm going to set a hotkey here, and this will be number 5, F5, Cavern 2. So zoom here, name, Cave 2. Okay, good? Great. And then we'll see if we can get to cave level 3 as well. I want to get to the magma level. That's the main thing I want, because if we can start getting magma, that means we can start mass producing glass and make a glass tower. That's ultimately my goal for this fort, is building a gigantic glass spire on top of this hill. So I want to turn this hilltop into a big glass tower. That would be great. Like, that would be my goal here. Like, right on top of here, just turn this whole area into like a big glass tower. And then, but I need a lot of glass to do that, so we need magma, because coal is not sustainable on this map to be able to do that. Like, it's just not possible. So we really, really need magma to be able to mass produce glass. And when working with magma, it's pretty difficult. I think we won't pump it too high up. We'll probably try to set up a area to use it pretty deep in the mines. Okay, what else is going on here? We got a lot of statues being done. Let's start working on some more warhammers. Silver warhammers here. There we go. Make a lot of silver warhammers. That'll be great for my warhammer squad. That'll help them bash up everybody pretty easily. And that's pretty good otherwise. That's nice. Things are going pretty well. Actually, this fort is going very smoothly so far. Let's start putting up these slabs as well. We'll put the rest of these slabs that have been engraved. Anyone that has been engraved, we'll put them out here. Okay, it looks like all of these slabs have been engraved, so I'll just stick them all out here. There we go, okay. So, more engraved slabs, that'll hopefully make the ghosts relax a little bit. Have we dealt with most of the ghosts? We still have 2 ghosts haunting right now. 2 ghosts still causing trouble. Okay. We gotta start getting some equipment for these guys too so they can start training. Now, for training, I'm gonna turn this into the main kind of training area. So this is for bronze omens, assign room. Oh no, never mind. Yes, I want this to be a barracks. For training, they can train here. Bronze omens can train here. And we'll make a few other things for them as well, whenever these things are done. It just takes forever to get anything done here. Let's throw a few beds in here as well. Okay, that'll be a little barracks room. So what else do we need? We need a lot of things here still. Mason's workshop. Let's make some doors in the meantime. Make some tables. Let's make some chairs. There we go. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's get our carpenter to make chairs. It's a little bit of waste of wood, so I don't know if that's worthwhile, but I think our carpenter is very skilled, so he might be able to make some nice chairs. We get this guy to make some doors. Let's make a few more doors. And what else can we make for him? Let's make an armor stand, some armor stands, and some weapon racks. So we can stick them around a little bit more. Okay, so we got this guy's quarters set up. Let's turn this into a throne room or study. For our little guy here, our mayor needs his room. So he has his throne room here. And then this can be his dining room right here. And assign table to our little mayor. There we go. Okay. That should make him feel a little bit better. He won't be so pissed off. And let's see. Does he have everything he needs? He's missing a weapon rack. So he's okay. He's not too bad. He needs a little bit better room. But we can get a rack for him. Let's throw a weapon rack in here. That'll make him feel a little bit better. There we go. Okay, that'll make him feel happy. Okay, things are going pretty well. This is not too bad. Do you know of any roguelikes set in just a normal contemporary setting? I always thought about adding super complicated RPG mechanics to a GTA setting would be funny. I'm not sure, to be honest. Because I think I've heard of a Japanese game that was similar to what you're saying, where it was like a sort of like a real life roguelike, but I'm not really sure. I remember it's something like that, but I can't even remember what the name was. But I remember there was one that was set in like, it wasn't like fantasy exactly. It was kind of fantasy because it was like Japanese. You had like Japanese demons and stuff, but it was set in like the modern day. Let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna look online because I remember one that was like that, but I can't remember the name. Maybe I'm mistaken. I might be thinking of something else, like an RPG. But like, I don't know. There must be one. I think so. I really recall. Just hard to find. Looking at anything on Google is always like awful because it's hard to find anything. Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I thought I've heard about it, but maybe I'm mistaken. And honestly, like, looking on Google just is worthless to find anything like that. Like, it's not nothing even close to that helps. I don't know. What about this? Is this the one I'm thinking of? Let's see. Is this the one I'm thinking of here? This is interesting. Is this it? Okay, I don't know if this is good, though, to be honest. I've seen someone mention this. You can maybe check this out. I don't know if this is actually good, though. Because, like, it looks pretty basic. Let's take a look here. I don't know. This is kind of what you were mentioning, but I've never played this. This is just something I'm looking for. And it's kind of like a modern-day sort of setting. What might come close would be maybe like Liberal Crime Squad. That's kind of like a roguelike a little bit, because if your head liberal dies, then it's game over. So it is kind of a roguelike in that way. But beyond that, I don't know of anything, to be honest. That would be a good idea, though. I think that's a good idea. Something almost like, I know it's very cliche, but something like Earthbound would be cool as a roguelike, you know? That would be a fun game, I think. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. There's also some other games like, what am I saying? I know there's some Angband variants that have sort of like an open world modern day setting. But, I don't know, there's so many Angband variants out there. That's hard to say. Say, I love the videos, love the thumbnails as well. Thank you, man. That's very good. I try to do different things for videos. Sometimes I'll just do like gameplay, like let's play sort of stuff. Other times I'll see if I can make something more in depth, I guess. Either like trying to analyze a game or otherwise maybe some other topic, you know? I have thought about having a second channel as well, more for like non-gaming, non-kind of thing related topics, but I don't know if it's really worth it. Like, if it's worth doing that, maybe just better to keep one channel, to be honest. I'm not really sure. Like, it's debatable. It's debatable what's worthwhile to, if it's worth like working on another channel for a topic like that, or just try to keep it on this one. So it's hard to say. Okay, what is getting built here? Are the statues getting built? Looks like they are. Good. Let's start building some statues then. We're going to build the statues around here. Turn this whole area into like a statue garden. I'm going to put statues all along these walls for everybody to enjoy. There we go. Let's put statues all on these walls here. Okay, that's pretty good. That'll be nice. We'll turn this hallway into a statue garden so people can come down here and kind of enjoy. They'll get a nice mood buff. We'll build some doors here as well. But that'll be quite nice. I think that'll be nice to turn this whole area into a statue garden. Now that's way too big. I wish you can, like, you didn't have to have a door to do that. I can build a door here, I guess, but we need to get some doors built to to turn our dining hall into something. Let's start working on our dining hall in the meantime. We'll start building some tables here. There, this will be our new dining hall, much nicer than our shitty old one. Lots of things there. Do we have any chairs? We can start putting some chairs down. A lot of fungi wood and tower cap, which is fine. That's okay. Throw a few more down here. We do need a couple more. How many more chairs do we need? I think just one, two more chairs, and maybe 2 more tables, or 4 more tables, I think, and 6 more chairs will be great for this. So let's work on that. So let's work on commissioning 6 more chairs. And 4 more tables from this guy. Okay, he's working on stuff now, so we'll let him work on his other things. What does someone say in The Sims? But you can spend 20 hours min-maxing crafting body armor Cataclysm style to go postal at your fast food job. Yeah, I mean, I love The Sims a lot. I mean, I say that, but I haven't really played, I've never really played Sims 4, and I don't think I ever will. And I don't think The Sims is ever going to come back. I think they're probably never going to make a Sims 5, and if they do, it's not going to be good. So I can't really say I love The Sims that much. But I do like Sims 2 and 3, and 1. Even 1 I'd like to. Just the first one I played was 2, but I did go back and try out 1 quite a bit, and I did enjoy it a lot as well. 1 is very simple, but it is kind of nice. It's very like quaint, you know? 2, you can do a lot more stuff, but 1 is pretty fun as well. But I do like The Sims. I do wish they would have sim-like games more commonly. I know they came out with some Korean game, Inzoi, and I did look at that. I don't know. It doesn't really get the Sims itch for me, because I did like try it. I didn't pay for it. I just got it the free way to try it out, because I do like Sims. I do like Sims a lot, and I don't know. It didn't really get that Sims vibe for me, you know, if that makes sense. To me, it felt like too much focused on just making the perfect little life, and I always felt like Sims is not really about that. Like, it's not about having your little fantasy dollhouse life. It is kind of like that. I mean, that's why it's popular with a lot of women, but I find Sims, the fun part for me is like sort of like having some challenges and trying some different things, and almost like the sandbox element of it. The fact that you kind of do whatever, you can kind of set some sort of goals for yourself and create like your own little world almost. Like that kind of sandbox element is what's more attractive to me, more so than having like a little dollhouse, which I don't care about at all that much, you know? Any doors finished? Okay, let's throw a few doors down here. One door, we'll get another door later. We'll turn this whole area into a nice sculpture hall out of statues. We need how many more statues? 1, 2, 3, 4 more statues, and we should be ready. Okay, let's also keep working on our rooftop area here. Just bit by bit, channel this down until we have everything channeled away, basically. Okay, channel all those pieces away. That'll be good. A lot of animals starving to death. Not that I care, because I don't care about that much. Need beds. Okay, we're out of beds, but we do have a lot of rooms built now, so let's start assigning some rooms. Are all these rooms assigned? No. Okay, let's start getting these built. Okay, let's see here. These ones are good. These are good. This one is not done. I need to remember to set the bedrooms so that way they can claim the beds and actually make use of them. Okay, I think all of these are good. All these are done. I do have to go through and check to make sure so we can actually make use of the bedrooms. It is a little bit tedious, but that's just kind of the Dwarf Fortress gameplay loop, you know? A lot of like tedious busy work while you're trying to get what you want done. I do have a few plans. Like I said, I want to get to the magma layer. Once we get to magma, we can start mass producing glass and, you know, not have to waste so much charcoal to build anything, which is always a pain. We really... It's great if you have coal, but if you don't have coal, you're kind of stuck. It's fine if you're in an area that has a lot of trees, because at least you can harvest the whole forest, even if it makes the elves mad. I mean, who cares what elves think, you know? But charcoal, having some reliable energy source like magma is way, way better. Okay, let's set these up. Great. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. Any doors ready? Okay, need doors. Still working on doors. How's our little mayor? Is he pretty happy? He's okay. He's modestly happy. We do have to start smoothing out his room. Then I think he'll feel better. We'll throw in a few statues in there. Maybe some gold statues will make him feel nice. But smoothing out his room will also probably make him feel a bit better. Let's get some more engraving slaves. We want some people to start engraving the whole area here. Let's get a few guys who are kind of useless, not doing much at the moment. We'll set them to engraving. Yeah, these guys are like trappers or like hunters and stuff. We don't need animal trappers. We don't need hunters. We just need more engravers. Let's get a few guys who are not that useful. They can all be engravers at the moment. I'm going in Dwarf Therapist right now to kind of see who is useless at the moment. Who has like the least skills possible is who we want to be doing these kind of jobs. Okay, this guy. Yeah, you know, okay, this guy's a spinner. That might be kind of good. Spinner is what? What does spinner do? You know, we'll make you an engraver as well. I don't know if you have any other jobs to do. Maybe you do later. But right now, you don't need to do anything else. Okay, a lie maker. We don't need this guy. I'm looking for a few people who don't have any real jobs. They can all be engravers to do something. Some people are just kind of doing nothing at the moment. So let them be engravers for now. That'll be good. Get a whole team of engravers to smooth out the fortress. Make everything look nice. Okay, that's good. Looks like some petitions. Eradicating monsters, that's great. Let's go up here. We'll get this guy to make a few more statues. I think we need like 3 more statues. Let's add a few more silver statues. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll also make a few gold statues as well. Let's make like 2 gold statues. Yeah, let's make a 1 gold statue, 2. That'll be pretty good. That'll be for our mayor to enjoy. He can enjoy some gold statues. That'll make him a lot more happy with his room there. Okay, looks like a lot of things are getting built, which is quite nice. Lever's built. Okay, let's actually connect up this lever. Add a new task, link up to bridge, and which bridge is the one I want? This one, okay. Microsilene bridge, great. I don't have enough mechanisms. Oh boy, okay. Gotta start making mechanisms again. Another thing we gotta make is a clinic or a hospital. That will be another priority for us. State man engraving, no more neat bugs, yeah. Well, I guess Dwarf Fortress is kind of like a communist sort of setup. I mean, everyone has to work. No one gets any money. They just kind of work for their, I guess, their room and to live here. I guess we can imagine the dwarves are all getting UBI or something. That's why they're just doing whatever, you know? Why they just kind of run around doing their job like this. D, you can have a door. Okay, I have 2 doors now. That's great. Let's throw these doors down. Now we can turn this into a dining hall for one. Our new dining hall. That's excellent. Okay, dining hall is great. And we'll make this area into a statue garden. We'll fill this whole area with statues as time goes on. There we go. Okay, great. We'll build more statues here. We'll put lots of statues in this room so everybody can enjoy and, you know, come look at them. Let's throw a few more statues down that we have available. Now, one thing I like to do is look at the statues, because then you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. I think we have to inspect it, right? What is that again? Not K. What key is that to actually take a look at the statue? I think it's something else. I forget what it is, to be honest. How to actually look at it. View units, no. Dwarf Fortress actually set just 100 years later after LCS. Yeah, this is after the Liberal Crime Squad wins. They all degenerate into cave-dwelling dwarves and form their hilltop communist utopias. Actually, you know what? Dwarf Fortress, I mean, I think people who play this game a lot will know this, but Dwarf Fortress used to have an economy, used to have a financial system. Like, you'd have to manage your economy of your fort and make coinage, so you'd have to worry about things like inflation and having enough liquid capital to fund like trade and stuff and fund the whole fort economy. So that was like really cool. That's from very old versions of Dwarf Fortress though, but they had that working. That's why you can still make coins in the game. Now the coins are useless. They don't do anything. You can trade them, I guess, but it used to be that coins were like, you had to make coins to actually make the economy run, because dwarves would get paid for doing their jobs, and you'd have to have enough coins available, like liquid capital available, to actually pay everyone in the economy, or else you'd have massive inflation or deflation, you know? So that was always interesting to manage that, but I guess it was too difficult or something, or I don't know why they didn't end up using it. I know Toady removed it like years and years and years ago, so that has not been part of the game for a long time. It's too bad, because it is cool having all that stuff. That is like a really cool thing, but you know, like, what can you do anyways? Okay, let's start smelting some more silver. Let's smelt a little bit of gold and some silver ore. There we go. We can start making some stuff. Okay, pretty good. Not much else going on. What do we have? Let's take a look at the other areas. So we have some ohms, some crundles. Crundles running around down here. Crundles are so annoying. They're like little bastards, to be honest. Oh, we got to dig here. No wonder nothing's getting dug. Let's dig over here. That way we can start digging our new pit. That's what we need. Okay, good. Do we still have any ghosts around? We still have one ghost. Oh my god. Fuck off. Fucking ghosts everywhere. You're kidding me with these ghosts. Like, give me a break, fucking ghosts. Let's try to engrave some more memorial slabs. Who is not memorialized? No slabs, no memorials. Who is a ghost? Okay, this guy is a ghost, but he does have a slab. Okay, I'm not going to engrave any more people unless they are a ghost. So guess should. He is a ghost and his slab is engraved, but he's not memorialized. So let's actually build his slab. Oh, here. And yes, that's his slab. Okay, let's build that. There we go. Okay. So that will hopefully make him feel a little bit better. He won't complain so much. Next job, I think we're going to start building some crossbows. So later, let's get the metalsmith forge. Let's make some weapons, some copper crossbows for our crossbow team. There we go. Make about 6 of those. And we do have a lot of bolts, I think. We do have, okay, a few weapons here. Some steel short sword, silver warhammer, a few silver warhammers, not that many. We do need more of these, though, because these are really useful, for sure. Okay, things are going pretty good. Let's build some weapon racks as well. Armor stand. This area here is going to be the barracks for the marksman squad here. They can kind of train here. Whenever that's done, I guess, whenever that's ready. Let's throw a door down right here. And we'll turn this into a little barracks for the squad here. This will be a barracks for bronze omens. There we go. Okay, good. And yeah, these guys can train in this one. This is their area for that. Okay, perfect. That's fine. Oh, someone gave birth to a boy. Okay, that's good. So much else going on. Dip a goblin in gold to make a statue that way. Yeah, that would be fun. I haven't had any goblin invasions so far, though, which is a little bit annoying. Let's make a stockpile. Let's build some stockpiles here. This is going to be a small stone stockpile, just so we can have some stone quickly available when needed. We'll also make some more ore and bar stockpiles, because I'm pretty low on both of those. Or, I mean, I have too much space for both those here. Okay, let's see. Change settings very quickly. Stone, we'll turn off metal ore. And clay, just these ones here. And let's get these ones as well. This will be for metal ore. And this one will be 4 bars. Okay, so there we go. Forbid, forbid. Blocks metal. Okay, enable. That's fine. Permit metal blocks and forbid other materials. Okay, good. So that'll be good for storage, all that. We do need a lot more storage. We have some gold, some silver. Keep making some more gold ore. Let's make the gold statues that I mentioned before so we can have some nice decorations. Let's do, yeah, that'll be nice. Let's get some gold statues. Like 2 gold statues will be pretty good. Now, I can't remember how to actually look at the statues, right? Like, to see what's depicted. Do I need it to be in storage? I guess it has to be in storage for me to tell what the statue is, because right now, just looking at it, I can't really tell what it is. I think there is a way, but I kind of forget how to do it. I'll have to check very quickly, to be honest. Because I would like to see what these statues are depicting. Let's see. If they're in stockpile, then I guess we would have to see. I'm not sure. I'll have to check here. Let me check for 4.7, because all the information about it is a little bit wrong for this. Okay, whatever, let's leave it at that. We don't need to worry too much about it. I won't bother with the statues and stuff. I think they have to be in storage to be able to see what they are. I forget if there's a way to see the statue just by looking at it, because I would like to see what they're actually depicting here, but I kind of forget how, to be honest. I don't know if there's any other way to look at it. View items in buildings. Okay, maybe that would be good. Okay, yeah, there we go. So there I can do it. Let's view. Silver statue of dwarves. Okay, yeah. So not very interesting. Let's take a look at all these though, because I want to see what these are. Dorn the Silvery. Image of Dorn the Silvery, deity of wealth, depicted as a female dwarf and a dwarf in silver. Okay, that's kind of nice. Oh, I need to make a temple soon as well. That's going to be something we need to do. Metob is weaking. Deity of war and fortresses. Okay, so a lot of god statues. These guys are building a lot of god statues. A dwarf. Just a statue of a dwarf. Let's see this one. What's this one? Ooh, what is this? Superiorly designed image of Ongno Bornpaint the dwarf. And clap and match the giant dingo. Okay, oh, this is one, yeah. The guy who got killed by a giant dingo is like super popular story. Every dwarf seems to love that one. This is just a statue of a dwarf. What about this one? Statue of two dwarves. A lot of boring statues. Image of forgotten beasts. Okay, that's kind of cool. What about this one? The deity of deformity, disease, and death. Oh, what a... Is weeping, surrounded by three dwarves. Okay, what a bad statue design. That's not good. Image of Topol, deity of mountains and earth. Okay, that's kind of good. A lot of god statues, a lot of statues of just a dwarf, and then a few other things. What's a setting or premise for sandbox roguelike you'd like to see? Oh, what is this? Someone is now the sheriff, militia commander. Did someone die? What happened there? Okay, let me pause for a second. Sorry, I don't know what happened here. Did someone die? Or what happened? Stuco's channel gear just got these two jobs. Okay, that's interesting. Sorry, let me answer what you were saying. Okay, I don't know what that was about. We don't even have a sheriff. Either way, so a setting or a premise for a sandbox roguelike you'd like to see. Well, you know what? There are a lot of good like fantasy roguelikes. There's tons of Angband variants. I mean, fantasy is always a good setting because you can do a lot with it for like magic and stuff. I do like the idea, what someone said before, I think it was you said before, about having a sort of modern day, kind of like contemporary urban sort of roguelike. I think that's very cool. Like, for example, Cataclysm. One of the coolest things about Cataclysm is that it's set in a very modern, contemporary sort of world, and I do like that a lot. Like, that's very interesting. Removing the zombies, maybe having a different kind of enemy would be interesting. Even just like normal people, make it like a little bit funny or crazy. That's why I said Earthbound. I think something similar to that, where your enemies are mostly just like random people and like aliens and like cryptids and stuff. I think that's a cool idea. I really actually, I think that's a good idea, to be honest. Having like your enemies mostly be just like random people in your town, random cryptids around, and other kind of like folklore, modern folklore sort of things. That's a very interesting sort of setting. Any other settings? I think sci-fi is always a little bit underutilized for roguelikes. There are some good sci-fi roguelikes. For example, there's one really great one I'd love to make a video on someday, is Allure of the Stars. It's sort of like a tactical roguelike where you go through a giant, sort of like a giant derelict ship in space. Sort of like the setting is that there's like a space Hulk that appears in the orbit of Neptune, and your team goes there to basically investigate it, tear it apart a little bit. It's kind of like a squad-based roguelike version of System Shock, almost, because it's like a gigantic spaceship with many different decks, like gardens and like pleasure decks and all kinds of things in there. So it makes a really interesting setting. But sci-fi is always, I think, underutilized. There's Cogmind. Cogmind is a great game, but it's still not as popular as like fantasy. So any kind of sci-fi setting like that would be kind of good. Maybe almost something where you can go between planets, like building a ship and traveling between planets. Almost like something like, I know this sounds kind of dumb, but like Elite Dangerous almost, but it's like a roguelike where you're traveling through space and visiting other planets and stuff like that. Mostly ship-based would be kind of cool. But I feel like those are things that are fairly common. I think the contemporary modern day setting is interesting. It's something that's not done very much, so that would be kind of cool. Like, that's a really underutilized setting that I think is usually looking pretty good. Or it would be pretty fun to play. Okay, let's keep channeling these down. Okay, we'll keep going for this one. Let's actually not channel this yet. Yeah, keep channeling this bit by bit. Try to channel this all away, and eventually we can channel this down till it's like basically all gone. Okay, nice. We do have to get these ones dealt with, which are a little bit annoying because we have these little things here. I think what I'll do is I'm actually going to build a floor to be able to channel this. So let's build a floor area. It is a little bit annoying, but we do need to finish this channeling job. So if I build a little bit of floor here, some slate floor, that'll help us finish off these bits that are not done. Okay, that's good. And then we can have our grand hallway looking nice soon. Once all this is engraved, I think it'll look pretty nice. Dining hall is going good too. Do we have any other chairs? Yeah, let's throw down a few more chairs and a few more tables. And tables, do we have tables? Oh, we don't have any tables left, but okay, we'll throw the chairs down anyways. Again, new dining hall. Let's maybe remove this old dining hall. I think I'm going to convert this to something else. So this is our previous dining hall, and I think we're going to make this into a meeting hall for someone. Assign location. We don't have any locations, but we'll make it a meeting hall. That'll be good. So this is no longer a dining hall. We're also going to remove these things, I think. Let's remove these buildings. We don't need these anymore. And let's change settings here. I'm going to remove food from here. Disable food. Disable animals. Okay, we will keep animals here, but let's keep that. That's fine. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Coins we don't need here. Finished goods and leather. That's okay. Sheets. Okay, that's fine. This is just like a general storage area, but we don't need too much there anymore. Let's also remember to keep mining for gold. We want more and more gold as much as possible. Here, keep mining this gold shaft. We won't dig into this pit exactly, but we'll try to mine out these little bits of gold. And what about our level 3 pit here? Is this being dug yet? Okay, it looks like our pit is dug, but we want to get to the level 3, or at least to the lava would be good. What happened here? What was an elven caravan? Ooh, that's nice. That's interesting. Okay, so we have some elves here. I wonder if we should piss off the elves. I really want to fight somebody, and right now we don't really have anything going on. So I would really love to be able to have someone come fight me, have a siege beyond just like some zombies. So I think I'm going to try to piss off the elves. We're going to trade them a bunch of wood products, and we'll make them really angry with us, and that'll be pretty funny. So I think that'll be a good idea. That'll be nice. So I like that idea if we can do that. Let's wait for the elves to come in. They're going to come in here and set up. Let's go bring a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, we'll make the elves really pissed at us. And then they'll be so mad, like they'll be really upset. So that'll be pretty funny. Let's see, what else can we trade here? What else do we have to trade? Okay, a lot of cut gems. You know, we'll bring some gems up here too, because then we can maybe trade if they have anything good. We'll try to get some good trades first, and then we can offer them some wood to make them angry. Because so far, I've been really not happy with what these guys have had available. Like, they really have a lot of crap available, basically. Do we have anything that we can trade them? We have some wood splints, wood crutches. Anything else made of wood? Wood logs. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have my carpenter quickly make some stuff out of wood that we can trade to them. So let's make some wooden things that we can just trade them very quickly. Let's make some like training swords or something like that. That'll be good. Or wooden pedestal, wooden altar, wooden splint, wooden crutch, wooden spike, wooden ball. Let's make some of these ones. We'll make some wooden splints and crutches, and that'll be quite nice. Or you know what? Let's make wooden barrels, and we'll trade them a few barrels to make them angry. They definitely don't like us cutting wood, so that'll be pretty nice for us, I think. They'll be very angry about that for sure. Make a few more tables is what I was going for as well. What else can we make here? What else was I planning to do? I don't think I have much else I really want to work on. We can engrave some stuff or decorate. Okay, we don't have to. I'm gonna have to go soon. It sounds like I'm almost time's up for my stream, so I'll see if we can piss off these elves, and then I think I'm gonna have to end the stream after that because I'm definitely gonna be out of time pretty soon. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? So elves have set up. Can we trade anything yet? Traders at the depot. Once these things go there, then we can trade the elves, and hopefully they'll get pissed off at us. And then we can murder them, which would be great. You know, we do have a lot of silver warhammers. Let's start making a few more of those in the meantime. Silver warhammer. Make sure we have enough silver warhammers for everybody available. And then we can also build some armor. We'll have to start working on armor as well. Copper armor in the meantime is fine. Okay, armor. Let's make some copper body plates as well. Mail shirts. There we go. It's always a pain making armor because you need a lot of different stuff to be able to make it. Okay, let's see. Anything else we can get here? We'll throw in a few wood things here. Just one wood thing is enough because they'll get pissed off if they see any wood at all. So any kind of wood will make them angry. So that'll be pretty good. Instruments, tools, wheelbarrow, hives. Okay. Let's bring a cage. We'll bring up a fungi wood cage. That'll kind of make them angry, I think. So let's do that for now. Okay, pretty good. I think there's nothing much else to be done here. Let's wait till we get all these things delivered and then we can start trading these guys. Not sure why we can't trade yet. I guess we're still waiting for them to arrive here. I think the trader is here. Is the trader not at the depot? Where is he? He's right here. Okay, here. Now we can trade. Okay. So let's see what they have first. They have anything good? The only really good thing that elves have is sometimes instruments, but usually the main thing I want from them is animals. Sometimes they have some good animals. Usually everything else they have is just garbage, so it's not worth taking. Like sometimes they might have food. Like you can get some unique kind of foods, like some hazelnuts here, almonds, desert limes, saguaro fruit, avocado, bayberries. Actually, that's nice. Let's take some bayberries from them. Some bananas, that might be nice. Guavas, olives, plums, pomegranates, dates, rambutans. Let's take those. Plums, peaches. Okay, we'll trade them some stuff. We'll get some stuff from them. We can grow these things to get a little bit of a better date palm flower stalks. Actually, that's nice. Oranges, because if we can grow these things, that would be quite nice. So let's trade them this stuff first. We won't give them the cage yet. I'm just going to trade them some things here. Trade them a few gems to get the value. Okay, trade that. And I'm going to gift them a funky wood cage. Okay, let's give them one. For some avocados. There we go. And will they trade that? It's so he doesn't like that, trading this. Yeah, he won't want to have that one. We could just seize all this stuff. So maybe let's do that. I'm going to seize all their fruit. I'll just steal it from them. Let's take all their fruit they have here. Actually, you know what? Let's just shift enter. I'm going to mark all of it for trade, and we're just going to seize everything. Let's seize marked. There we go. That'll piss them off for sure. So we just stole everything from them. That'll make them pretty angry, and they're going to leave. Bye-bye. So that's going to make the elves really mad. We stole all their stuff. We tried to give them some wooden cage. So probably next time they're going to come back here and siege us. They're going to come attack us. So that'll be pretty funny. That'll be pretty interesting, I think. But that'll probably be for next time. For now, I think it's probably time up for this stream. So I think I'm going to end it off here. We did do quite a lot. We did expand some things. We got some production going. Oh, what is happening here? Did someone fall down? Looks like someone fell. Oops, that's a little bit bad. Well, whatever. We'll have to arrange that. I don't know what's going on with this. This looks like a mess at the moment. People trying to cut things down. It's looking like it's not working out that well. Either way, let's continue on. I'm going to finish off here. So, pretty good stream. I'll see you guys again another time. So, have a good evening, everybody.